This is Avatar Nation. Blue on the money like an avatar. I'm eating at the beat like it was at the salad bar. Why so deep? Numbers looking like a seminar. I'm tired of neat. This is not regular. Cool. Okay. I'm like a dog when they come to that kitty. Say up on my game and say up on my duty. I did not have a lot, but I turned it to plenty. Okay. I hop on the live now. I'm with the nation. I stay hella fly like I'm on vacation. I rock for the tribe, the work for the take. It's all of that coffee down in my dreams. Gotta get paid like I'm Macaulay Green. Shout out to Lemon and shout out to King. This juicy auntie down the YP. Cross the pond to the best town. Ain't budget 9 numbers ain't YouTube. First plus 99 is a new school. This Avatar Nation better know why. Oh Lord. Avatar Nation, what's up? Okay. Avatar Nation, what's up? Thought it was done, but I just got gone. I got hop on the beach to keep it in flow. You know what I know if you read what you show it. It's like on the internet, eating that cord. Yeah, you know how we do. You know what it is. You know how we want. Avatar Nation, you know we too cool. You know this is squad. You know what we do. Oh Lord. Avatar Nation, what's up? Okay. Avatar Nation, what's up? Oh Lord. Avatar Nation, what's up? Okay. Avatar Nation, what's up? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Avatar Nation. So talk that talk, aka good money. It's coming through to let everybody know it's not an Avatar Nation. Let them know you are now witnessing greatness. Oh Lord. Avatar Nation, what's up? Okay. Avatar Nation, what's up? Oh Lord. Avatar Nation, what's up? Okay. Avatar Nation, what's up? Shout out to Lemon and shout out to King. Cirilla Low, NYP, Auntie Donna, Miss Juicy, Gemini Block, so I'm like a baby green. Miss all day in the Bridgetown, baby. If you ain't know now, guess you know my name. But nah, man, and he know my name. If you ain't no thing, guess you know my name. Oh Lord. Avatar Nation, what's up? Okay. Avatar Nation, what's up? Oh Lord. Avatar Nation, what's up? Okay. Avatar Nation, what's up?
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Hope everything is okay and everything is great and you guys are having a great holiday. Thank you guys for being here. Give me 1 minute. All right, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing A-O. Okay, I think you guys can hear me now. All right, sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Hey, Sunny B, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh Lord, don't start that in my room. Slappy, how you doing? Slappy's BFF, hello. Cyril Lolo, how you doing? Cheryl Burnett, hello. L. Edwards, how you doing? How you doing? Cheryl Cook, hello. How you doing? Hey, Venus, how you doing? Venus. I'm just saying, though, Serenity, how you doing? Know your own worth, how you doing? Good to see you here. Sassy Black Butterfly, how you doing? How you doing? Let's see who else is in the house. Almost once upon a hey, Auntie Donna, how you doing? Hey, Harmony, how you doing? Your pleasure 721 L. Edwards. Black Girls Code, hello. Hey, Lemon, how you doing, Lemon? Good to see you. Good to see you, Nesta Allen, hello. Rainy T, how you doing, Rainy T? Thank you for your support at Avatar Nation. Astro Kid, hello, how you doing? Oh Lord. Okay. I think I got about hey, Anela Valencia. I think I got everybody. I think I got you. All right. Hey, Diva 317. Okay. I think I missed somebody. Who I missed? There's somebody I missed, but if I missed you, I apologize. Don't take it personal, please. Don't take it personal. I said Diva 317. Okay. I may have missed someone, but I forget. I apologize. All right, so let me get started here. So how y'all doing? I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are having a great holiday. Thank you guys so much for supporting Avatar Nation and everything that we're trying to do. Also, I want to say, please thumbs up the video so we can put it in the atmosphere that we have a great live. Let me see what else we got. Hey, Catsuit. Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. I don't know if I can have you in here. I don't know if I can have that name in my chat. I don't know if I can have that name in my chat. I don't know. Lord have mercy. I don't know if I can have that name in my chat. Hello, Enjoy Life. I'll let you stay for now, but don't say nothing too out of pocket. If I see something out of pocket, then we may have to escort you from the premises. Because we're all about peace and unity, and I'm trying to strive for peace and unity, y'all. I'm trying to strive for peace and unity. So, yeah, please don't say nothing out of pocket with that name. Please, because you know they won't blame you. They'll blame me. Even though they got everybody, every name and then some about me everywhere. But it's the holiday season, so please don't say anything out of pocket. Oh, Lordy. Exactly, L. Edwards. Exactly. Woo. Woo, child. It don't even be me. It don't even be me. Y'all come up, oh, Lord. Just please, y'all. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I didn't create that. I don't know that person. I don't know what they're doing. Please don't put that on me. Okay? All right, so let's get it started. We can start the agenda. Just so you know, I'm trying to work on some new stuff. It's gonna be a surprise, so we'll see how that comes out. If you want to, sorry, y'all, I'm a little bit under the weather. I took a shower and ran out into this cold weather, and I know that was the worst thing to do, and now I'm paying for it. Oh well, it is what it is. That's what happens when you try to be zestfully clean. Let me see what I was going to do right quick. All right, if you want to hit up the Insomnia Fund, feel free to $ Sir King Crown if you want to. We're still trying to put together that event that I want to do for y'all, so feel free to do it if you so choose to. Please thumbs up the live so we can put it in the atmosphere that we have a good live. I think that's all the announcements. So let's get it started. Also, feel free to follow us on Stereo if you so choose to. Be right back. Here we go. All right, so let me say this. Regarding the whole stereo thing, if y'all been over there lately, there's tons of new people. There's tons of new people. I don't know if it has to do with the holiday or what, but there's tons of new people who are over there. There was some interesting conversation and stuff like that, but just tons of new people over there. I don't know where they came from. They don't all say they came from one space. It seems to be something kind of organic or something. But yeah, there's tons of new people. So definitely give it a click in the view, and a look will definitely do. So, alrighty. So let's get into the agenda here. Let's get into the agenda. Let me bring up my agenda real quick. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I do apologize for being late. I was making sure that what I produce is at the best quality, but what I do is actually structured. So I just can't pop on the camera and be like, "Hey, everybody, y'all tell me what's going on," and then I can comment about it. No, I actually don't do that. So give me 1 second. As I do, hold on. I found my folder. Here we go. Alrighty. I do have a very important article talking about evictions. I guess the evictions are held off until December 31st. And if Trump doesn't sign this bill or whatever, then I don't know, maybe Congress can do it. But if he signs this bill, then it's pushed back to January 31st. All right, let me see if I can share my screen with you guys. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go. All right. All right, so this is on the agenda for tonight. You can see it. We're going to talk about Duke University. The bad girls basketball season, they canceled. Even though they're 3-1, they canceled their season. We're going to talk about Tidal and Square, January 31st, Bitcoin. And then we're going to get into the palm tree segment. We're going to talk about Ihop Revisited a little bit. There's some details that I said all along regarding the whole IHOP thing that just coming to fruition right now. So it is what it is, but we'll talk about it. Oh, Lord, don't start me, Black Girls Code. I will boot you out this chat. That's not nice. All right, here we go. Let's start with the Duke University. Let me bring the article up real quick. All right, so Duke women's basketball season is canceled the rest of 2021 because of COVID-19 concerns. I don't know if I have any lady basketball fans in here, but due to the COVID, they are canceling their season. It says Duke University's women's basketball team will not play the remainder of the 2021 season, citing health and safety concerns stemming from the COVID-19, the school announced. The student athletes on the Duke women's basketball team have made the difficult decision to conclude their season due to safety concerns. It said, we support their decision as we have supported the choices made by all student athletes at Duke during this unprecedented time. Duke will maintain our current schedule of competition in other sports and will continue to observe our rigorous health and safety protocols, which include daily testing for all student athletes and are based on guidance from leading medical experts. It said Duke announced December 16th that it was pausing team-related activities for the women's basketball program due to positive COVID-19 tests and contact tracing among the individuals within the travel party. It said Duke's last 3 games have been postponed, including contests against Miami, North Carolina State, and UNC Wilmington. Duke finished the season with a 3-1 record, with Kara Lawson in her first season as the Blue Devils head coach. Lawson recently became the first NCAA Division I Power 5 head coach to win her first 3 games by 25 or more points. Yeah, so that's pretty crazy that Duke canceled their whole season. It sounds like they just started. So she was 3-1. She was making great strides in her beginning of her, I guess, career at Duke, and they had to cancel the season. Now, I hope those cancellations don't come across as forfeits. So that'll be interesting. But I guess they see there's nothing to play with. So it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right. So next up, we're going to talk about. Let's see what's next up on the agenda. Let's see. All right. Next up, I guess on the agenda is. Now this. Hold on. Let me see. Tidal and Square. So if you don't know, Tidal is Jay-Z's online streaming music service, so streaming service, and Square is actually owned by Jack Dorsey, who owns Twitter. Okay, so everybody running around here saying, "Oh, it also Square owns Cash App." In case you didn't know, so everybody's running around here. Oh, Cash App is a scam. Cash App is a scam. Yet the person who owns Cash App is the same man who owns Twitter. Okay, and who also owns Square, and Square is used everywhere, from restaurants to businesses to people doing daily stuff. So I'm guarantee you that Cash App ain't no scam. Now, can't scams arrive out of it? Yes, out of anything. There's scams rising out of Amazon. But that's what I wanted to say about that. Let me read the article real quick. Hold on. All right, Square Inc., the digital payment company run by Jack Dorsey, has held talks to acquire the music streaming service Tidal as part of a push to diversify, according to people familiar with the situation. Dorsey has discussed a potential deal with Jayz, the rapper and music mogul who acquired Tidal for $56 million in early 2015. All right, let me see. Square shares were little changed at $230 as of 10 a.m. in New York. They have surged 270% this year. Tidal, which first launched in 2014, has struggled to keep pace with other streaming services, including Spotify and Apple Music. Jay-Z owns music has been a lure for the platform, but he put songs back on Spotify last year, raising questions about the health of Tidal. Oh, that's a bad sign. The closely held service hasn't reported subscriber figures since saying it had 3 million paying customers in 2016. Dorsey, meanwhile, has ambitions to build Square into a much broader company made up of standalone complementary services. Square's two core products, Square Seller and Cash App, already operate somewhat separately within Square, each with his own lead on the executive team. It's believed Dorsey, who spent more than 4 years on the board of Walt Disney, imagines Square will similarly own a collection of businesses under the corporate umbrella. So pretty much he's just trying to diversify his portfolio. All right, Dorsey was photographed in August in the Hamptons with Jay-Z and his wife Beyonce, and then again in December with the power couple and actor Sean Penn on a beach in Hawaii. Tidal's owners include nearly 24 high-profile artists, including Beyonce, Alicia Keys, Coldplay, Madonna, Rihanna, and others. According to his website, the service is available in 53 countries and offers more than 60 million songs and 250,000 videos. The service has attempted to use its star power to offer experiences that complement its music. That includes Rihanna's runway show in Paris that was streamed for Tidal members, as well as the charity concerts by Jay-Z and Beyonce. Okay, so this is pretty interesting because, like I said, Jack Dorsey owns Square, which owns Cash App, okay? Tidal isn't doing too well, okay? First of all, Jay-Z took his music off, I guess, iTunes or Apple and moved it over to Tidal, only to put it back over there, they said last year. Hey, Nurse Shay, how you doing? Only to put it back there next year. So that's crazy to me. He knows something's going on with Tidal. Plus, Tidal isn't releasing a subscriber count. We all know subscriber count is very, very key. So it just doesn't make any sense to the business moves. Or what I see from this article is saying that Tidal isn't doing too well and is struggling against, Spotify and Apple Music. So this may be, I hate to say this, but this may be a favor from a friend to, he wants to diversify his portfolio. And he sees that maybe he could do this with Jay-Z's company. Jay-Z is grateful for that. And maybe that's why they're making this move. Because right now, Tidal may not be making the money or being as successful as they thought it would be. I may be totally wrong, but you don't take your catalog from Apple, move it to Tidal, and then move it on back over to Apple and so forth. And also, they don't publish their subscriber number, which is very telling because that's like the benchmark in the industry to know how well you're doing. That's something to promote, not to hide. So anyway, I hope they get the deal done. I hope they both make a lot of money, and good luck to them. So that's what they want to say about that. Let me see what you guys are saying about that. Yeah. Let me see. I don't know what you're saying, Cyril. Jay has been trying to sell Tidal. Yeah, he has been trying to. From what I read, I think he has been trying to sell it or something. So, Black Girls Code says I'm skeptical about the deal. Rennie T says Cash App is addicting. Just ask my kids. I cash out way too much. All right. Hey, Just Kim, how you doing? Good to see you. Okay, so let's move on to that. So definitely look out to that. Okay, definitely I'm reading your comments. That's why there's a pause. So definitely stay on the lookout of that. I just think like maybe Jack Dorsey, like I said, is in negotiations with a friend trying to, maybe purchase Tidal for his friend, from his friend and stuff like that. Because I see maybe Jack Dorsey having more of the ability to do more things with it, and he won't take a massive of a hit as maybe Jay-Z would. I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm just saying. Oh, thank you, Capricorn. I'm just telling you from what I see. I'm just telling you what I see. From the information I see and how it looks. We know all on YouTube, you don't hide your numbers. So why Tidal will hide their subscription number? I don't know. Don't come after me, Jay-Z. I'm just doing analysis. All right, let's see what else is on the agenda. Hold on real quick. Let's see. Okay, January 31st. So this is key. I put this information in the description section. So please, if you fall into this circumstance, feel free to check it out. It may be beneficial to you. Like I said, this isn't like something I'm coming with. It's something this article has been written. All right. So no evictions until January 31st. What you need to know: the new law sets aside $25 billion in rent assistance and extends the CDC's eviction ban for 1 month, just long enough to pass the baton to Biden administration on the looming eviction crisis. All right, let me read this article to you. It's going to be a little bit long, so just please bear with me. It has some beneficial information that you may be able to use, or you may be able to pass along to a colleague, a friend, or family member. Congress on Monday passed a two-part bill that includes $900 billion stimulus package, which in addition to the second round of stimulus checks also sets aside $25 billion in rental assistance and extends the national eviction moratorium for 1 month to January 31st, 2021. That is, if President Donald Trump signs the bill before December 31st. Right now, it isn't clear he'll do that. If he doesn't, up to 40 million people could become homeless through eviction. They say, so what's the holdup? Trump hasn't said if he will or won't sign the bill. His signatures necessary to turn it into law that'll let government agencies and state agencies take place or take action. He has said repeatedly since Tuesday he wants Congress to replace the $600 second stimulus check with $2,000 per person maximum direct payment. Here's where the situation stands today. Even if the bill does pass, the money allocated for rental assistance has string attached. Households must earn below a certain threshold to receive assistance, and priority goes to the lowest earning household as well as those in which someone is currently unemployed. All right, I'm not going to read this whole thing. I'm just going to read what I find useful at this time. Hold on one second. Okay. I'm just going to read about the eviction ban. It says the current national eviction moratorium was ordered by the Center of Disease Control and Prevention using a 1944 public health law intended to curb the spread of a pandemic. Because homelessness can increase the spread of corona, the order halts evictions across the United States for everyone who has lost income due to the pandemic and fallen behind on rent. The federal mandate doesn't prohibit late fees, although some local ordinances do, nor does it let tenants off the hook for any back rent they owe. It also doesn't establish any kind of financial assistance fund to help renters get caught up. A safeguard some say is critical to preventing a massive wave of evictions when the ban eventually lifts. All right. Okay. The order only halts evictions for not paying rent, lease violations for other infractions, criminal conduct, becoming a nuisance, etc. are still enforceable with eviction. And it only protects renters who earn less than $99,000 a year or $198,000 for a joint filer. Finally, renters must print and sign an affidavit declaring their eligibility for protection. All right, so pretty much, hold on. All right, so I would definitely check out that article in the comment section, not the comment section, description section, if you guys know anyone that's fallen into that the hardship category. Okay. Sometimes we got to give you the news that you can use in real life. Definitely check it out. Basically, what they're saying is you cannot be evicted right now until December 31st. And if Trump doesn't sign this moratorium, I don't know. I guess Congress will override it because they have the votes. The Senate can override it because they have the votes. And if he does sign it, then the protection will go until January 31st. Why he's saying he won't sign it, won't sign it, I don't know. He should at least say, okay, I'm going to sign it if I get the 6,000. Then that would be not 6,000, the 2,000. If they approve the 2,000, then they'll put the pressure on him. So why he's sitting there not signing, I don't know. But please know that the information is in the description box if you want to learn more or fall into this category. Look who's here. You're such a cloud chaser with their name in your title. And you're such not a first lady coming into my chat bothering me when I don't even know you in the middle of my broadcast. How rude of you. How rude of you. This is an informational platform. My audience doesn't have time to waste to sit into a broadcast hoping that certain things are discussed. So, your name should be last lady instead of first lady because you don't know anything you're talking about. The trolls. Get a life. Get a life. We don't have time to sit through a video hoping that the content creator discusses what we're talking about. I'm letting them know what's going to be discussed. That is an efficient and effective means of communication. All right, Serenity says he can give is 25,000 as still was on. Oh. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Nessa Allen says they also need to consider lowering rent. It's outrageous. I agree. Okay, so let me see what else. All right. Someone says, I hope you have some good. Yeah, I did. I had a good. I lost one of my Xmas gifts already. I can't find my damn Xmas gift. I'm like, how the hell did I lose that? It was a speaker. I was like, where the hell did the speaker go? I don't know. I don't know what happened to the damn speaker. It was a good speaker too, but I don't know. The battery life on it wasn't too great. So, but I'm like, how the hell did I lose a speaker already? Christmas gift already. Lord have mercy. Well, I hope y'all had a great Christmas and got everything that you want. I hope you guys did. All right, so let's move on to the next one. But just what? Just y'all wait. Just y'all wait. Hopefully I get it before the new year. I got something for them trolls. I got something for them trolls. Just wait. Just wait. I got something for those trolls. Y'all come in here with that mess. I got something for y'all. Just hold on. All right, let me see what the next item is on the agenda. Oh, I hear myself talking. All right, let me see. Uh-oh. Why I'm talking? What the next item is on the agenda? Why am I talking? Oh, I hear myself talking. All right, let me see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why I'm talking? What the next item is on the agenda? Uh-oh. Why am I talking? Oh, I hear myself talking. Why I'm talking? Oh, I think I got rid of it. Okay. All right. Ooh, that's creepy. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about Bitcoin just briefly. So remember when I told you I did a whole live on Bitcoin? Well, it was part of the segment. It was 20,000. What Bitcoin was valued at 20,000 at that time. Then it went up to 22,000. Now I think it's up to 26,000. I think it's up to 26,000. Let me check. Hold on, y'all. I told you they said Bitcoin may. They said by the end of 2021, Bitcoin may be up to 30,000, but I think it may pass that. I don't know. I ain't no financial analysis, so don't come up to me. Financial analyst, excuse me. Oh Lord, hold on. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Damn, I can't get the wrong count. Okay. So let's see what the value of Bitcoin is right now. Ooh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy. Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Bitcoin is now up to almost $27,000. Oh, Lord. Right now, Bitcoin is $26,755. Oh, Lord. Ooh, Lordy. So that was just in a matter of a week. In a matter of a week, it went up $6,000. Ooh, Lordy. Ooh, Lordy, Lordy. Now, you know I ain't got no $26,000, but I did invest. I did invest some stock in some stock, but I ain't telling you what I did because I don't want them coming after me telling me, oh, you're using your platform to suggest what you should stock. Ooh, you telling people what to invest in. Ooh, 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 ooh. Nope, I ain't telling y'all a damn thing. All I'm saying is we did a report, and at that time it was 20,000, and they were announcing that it would go to 30,000 by the end of 2021. We ain't even done with 2022. Excuse me, 2020, and it's already close to 30,000. Ooh, but y'all gotta understand, you don't have to buy. I'm not telling y'all no financial advice. I'm not telling y'all even what to look at. But if you investigate, there are digital cryptocurrency that you can purchase that is not as high, but it's also growing because of the Bitcoin trend or situation. You could look into that and you can get into the moment. Now, how long the moment will last, I don't know. The moment may just take a dive tomorrow. I don't know. But damn, $6,000 in 1 week, I think. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. It did go down 3,000 the other day. I was like, oh hell no to the no, but it bounced back. So definitely check that out. Yeah, one coin, Cheryl Cook. One coin. One coin. One coin is 6,000. Oh Lord. 26,740 almost. Rick T says, thinking about Bitcoin, but I'm scared to invest money. Well, like I said, you don't have to take such of a big heap. There are some cryptocurrency that is like you can purchase for hundreds of dollars, and stuff like that. I'm looking at it right now. So you don't have to take that big heat. You can also, like I said, there's other cryptocurrencies that are valueless. So, Black Girls Code says that 50 Cent made millions by requesting that he be compensated in Bitcoins from the album he released maybe 6 or 7 years ago. I guess, but the question is, Black Girls Code is, did he? Because remember at one time, it had to be like 4 years ago. They were saying that Bitcoin was worthless, wasn't no good, all this stuff. They just pretty much dogging out Bitcoin. So the question is, did he hold on to it? Nobody says, so wait, I have 1 Bitcoin. It's worth 6 G's. No. If you still have that Bitcoin, nobody, it is worth. Because at the time, I remember somebody purchased a Bitcoin for like $1,000. That was like years ago, though. It wasn't that old ago. That long ago. Right now, if you have 1 Bitcoin, nobody, it's worth $26,712. And it just went up. Well, a week ago, it started out at $20,000. That's where all the buzz started. Now, in 1 week, it's went up $6,000, and it's projected to grow to $30,000 by the end of 2021. But we're not at the end of 2020, and it's already at $26,000. So you may have something that you don't even know that's worth $26,000, $27,000. So yeah, interesting. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see how far it can go. Yeah, for real. For real. Let me see if I can bring it up. Hold on. We'll go to Yahoo Finance. Let's see. No, you know Sir King don't lie. Hold on, let's see. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to bring up this information for her. Now, they ain't telling y'all nothing to invest. Don't be getting me in trouble. We're just looking up the stock price for Bitcoin. That's it. I ain't telling y'all nothing about no advice. I don't know nothing about no stock market. Ain't no financial investment. I don't work for no financial investment firm, nothing like that. So don't be coming at me talking, you telling people to go for. Nope, I'm not saying a damn thing. So don't come at me. Don't come at me. No. We're gonna do it Amy Winehouse. No. All right, don't be putting that on me. Yeah, $26,000. Here we go. I ain't telling nobody how to invest nothing. This is for informational purposes and educational purposes, okay? About the current value of Bitcoin. I ain't telling nobody to invest nothing, all right? Not a damn thing, nothing. All right, we're just doing market research and analysis. Here we go. All right, can y'all see that? So that's the current value of Bitcoin right now, okay? I don't lie. Yeah, but SAPD, Bitcoins and stock are totally different. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. Stock is like, I don't know, like you said, stock. Okay. Yeah, you can do. Yeah, you can buy some of it off. I guess off cash. I never done that, but nobody you ask. So right now, 1 share or 1 Bitcoin is 26,700. Oh Lord, it just went up. It just flashed before our eyes. $26,743.50, or 49.498, which is 50 cent. Not 50 Cent the rapper. 50 cent in actual currency. So 26,743.50. All right, nobody. So you better hurry to find that Bitcoin. You better go find it under the dang, even my voice box is getting excited. Oh Lord. Oh my. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. My voice box is getting all excited. Ooh, Lord. I am not a research. I'm not an investor. Another, I ain't telling nobody how to invest. We're doing this for market research and analysis. We're just doing this for news and commentary purposes. Okay, we're just talking about the rise in the Bitcoin. All right. Yeah. If you cash out, make sure you break me off some. Oh shit, she gonna say she gonna buy some more. Damn, she said she gonna buy some more. I thought she said she gonna sell. You should Nobody. You need to email me. I could have been told you about this. You could have been 6,000 richer girl. You could have been 6,000 richer girl. Now, will it go down? Don't blame me if it go down, but it's up now. Girl, you better go find that Bitcoin. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. All right, but let me say, like I said, as great as the market can go up, it can go definitely down. So don't, you know. Like I said, people, there's other cryptocurrency that you could definitely look into that's more economically feasible for your budget. So feel free to look into that. I'm not telling you which ones to look into. You ain't gonna get me caught up like that. All right, okay. But if you decide nobody, I just helped you with a finder's fee. So feel free to break me off some a little bit, girl. I'm sure you only paid 1,000. Now it's worth 26,000. All right, all right, all right. Nobody, I don't know. You should do your research. You didn't know about it, right? So what do you have to go back and put it back in the backyard under the whatever, under the tree? You didn't know about it, so you ain't missing it. So don't worry about it. Oh, see, we're here for educational purposes, not all about the mess. All right, let me get this off the screen. So they say I'm starting to do something or trying to encourage people to invest in something that I don't even have no stock in. All right, here we go. Where's my agenda at? Lord have mercy. Oh, Lordy. Okay. Let me share my screen. Yeah, but it's pretty crazy. It's pretty exciting to see something like this. I ain't never seen something that goes up that fast. Like what? And guys, I did put a video on my community wall in case you want to understand how Bitcoin works. So definitely check that out. Definitely check that out. It gives you understanding about everything. And pretty much it has a great story behind it. How they say the story began? Dang, I forget it, but it was like, I don't know. It was between, you got to check it out, but it's definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. Mm. Maybe we could do a movie review on it since it's free. I don't think I'll get a community strike on it. So I don't know. We'll see. Because it's on YouTube. All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you, nobody. Thank you. I appreciate that. I just hooked you up. I just probably made sure that your friends or nobody take the Bitcoin and be like, hey, look what I found. Oh, this is real cool. Let me take this with me. And they done made off with $26,000 while you think it's worthless. Or they say, oh, hey, look what I found. Oh, this is a cute little bee. Let me just take this with me. My name is Bernard. So let me just take the bee so it matches my name. And then they got you for $26,000. Oh, Lord, you better put that in a safe. Or you better buy a safe and put it in. Don't leave that around, girl. Don't leave it around. Cause you'll be like, oh, hell no, to the no. Where my buddy at? Oh, Lord, my buddy may be on Christmas break. Oh, he's still here. What you gonna tell nobody?
Oh, hell no.
That's right. You got a Bitcoin? You better tell them, oh, hell no, to the no. They say, let me see it. Oh, hell no, to the no. I wouldn't tell nobody. I wouldn't tell social media. I wouldn't tell nobody. I wouldn't tell no grandkids, anybody, neighbors, nothing. I'd be like, oh, hell no, to the no. You better go hide it. Maybe you should even swallow it. I'm just joking. Just hide it right now. Just hide it. See, you didn't even know. I can't believe her reaction. Her like, what? I just made $6,000. I'm like, oh, hell no, to the no. You made $26,000. You made $26,000, and you may be making more. Hold on, let me check on it again. Did it get to 27 yet? It's not at 27 yet, but girl, depending on when you bought it, you better go hide it. I don't know. Bury it somewhere. Don't tell nobody, especially nobody on these YouTube streets. Nobody, baby. All right, so let me move on to the next one. Congratulations. I don't know when you bought it. That's none of my information. But Lord, if you just thought you made a $6,000 profit and you made a $26,000 profit, ooh, child. Uh-oh. Let me get my other clip.
Ooh, child.
definitely reacting like this. I would too.
Somebody ought to praise him in here.
One more time, one more time, one more time.
Somebody ought to praise him in here.
All right. I would be doing that too. I'd be like, yeah. I got $26,000. I only paid $1,000. I watched Sir King broadcast. He let me know I had money. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got $26,000. Sir King let me know. He really is a king. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got $26,000. I only purchased $1,000. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you, Sir King. Thank you, Sir King. Thank you. I got $26,000. So that would be my song. That's what I'll be doing. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. Just be I gotta find this fee. So I didn't help you find it, but I helped you find the information. She's like, $6,000? I just got $6,000. I was like, oh no, you got $26,000 and you better hide it quick. Pronto. Like I said, you may want to buy a safe and put it in there. And tell nobody. Your name is nobody. Tell nobody. Nobody. Not even the man or the woman you may be married to. Nobody. I wouldn't even tell your damn dog. The dog may swallow it. No. Nobody. You know how we say we messy? Well, I'm not messy. I'm kind of shady. But you know how we say we messy? Nobody. Tell nobody. Don't tell nobody you gossip on the phone with. Don't even tell your damn priest. Nobody. If you need to talk to somebody, talk to the damn queen. Okay? Because you need to be worried about your coins. Because you don't want nobody that's going to be worried about your coins. Okay? Tell nobody. And this is free advice. Nobody. Do like your name says. Nobody needs to know. Nobody. Okay? All right. Let's do a quick check-in real quick. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let's do a quick check-in for nobody. Let's see where the price at. Ooh, it's still there. $26,779. And damn, 50 cents is now 54, so it went up. Lord have mercy. It was just like 49 or something. Or maybe it went down. Oh Lord, look how much it went up in our face. Oh Lordy. I ain't telling y'all to buy. I'm just redoing this for informational purposes, not trying to tell y'all what to invest. We don't know nothing about that. Also, this is a great tool for you guys to use in case you want to learn about stocks or any other thing involving cryptocurrency or anything else like that. It breaks down the history of its growth from 1 day to 5 days to 1 month to a year and everything like that. So it's a great resource. Great resource. So definitely check out Yahoo Finance. All right. So definitely check out Yahoo Finance. Like I said, it's a great resource for you guys to use to invest or do your research about stocks. Even if you just want to learn information about it, it gives you history of the various, funds and stocks and stuff like that. So definitely check out Yahoo Finance. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see what else we can talk about. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Even My voice box is so excited about this great moment. This great moment for nobody. So congratulations, nobody. Like I said, if I was you, I'd definitely hide it. Also, remember where you're going to hide it. A lot of people hide things and they forget. So I don't know if you need to tattoo it on your arm or something. I don't know, but just make sure you don't forget. Where you forget. Don't forget. You're right. Know your own word. Now, wow, that's a great way to bring in 2021 with a blessing like that. Tell it. Tell it 2021. I mean, tell it know your own words. Call it 2021. Woo, Lordy. Yeah. Rennie T says, I got an engagement ring for Christmas. Yes, the next step, definitely want to invest. Okay, Rennie T, congratulations. Congratulations, Rennie T. Congratulations, Rennie T. Congratulations. All right. Yeah, so, yeah, but nobody email me back, girl. Why you ain't email me back? You better email me. Email me. I could have been told you. You could have, if you wanted to buy some more, you could have bought some more and not have it be so expensive. But anyway, email me back, girl. I'm trustworthy. So, let's see. Yes, congrats, Rennie T, and congrats, nobody, because nobody is excited. And Rennie T is excited. She got the engagement ring. Oh Lord, that must mean that's the man of your dreams. Anyway, I don't want him to hear me and get jealous. So let me shut up. Mm-hmm. Nah, I don't know what that means. Sassy black butterfly. I don't know. Um. All right, so we're gonna get into the palm tree segment real quick, and we're gonna talk about my name came up with something again. So we're gonna talk about that. So before we get to the palm tree segment, we always gotta play our song.
Something, 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 something just ain't right. It just ain't right.
Okay. Okay. So let's talk about this whole thing with this Ihop Revisited. So apparently Kiki was on Brianna's platform last night. Kiki said that Diamond Dory lived only 10 minutes away from her. This is very, very key. I don't I mean, I think people are talking about this because we're getting close to the whole anniversary of this whole situation. I hate to call it anniversary because the anniversary is more positive. We're getting back to the day or coming up on the day in which that whole thing happened. Um, I'm discussing the situation because my name got caught up in the whole situation that they were talking about over there on Bizarro's platform. So pretty much what happened was, I guess, over Brianna's live last night, Kiki was over there and she slipped up and said that she lives, 10 minutes away from Diamond Dory. Yeah, I know I already said it, but I got to do it in context. She lives 10 minutes away from Diamond Dory. This is pretty crazy because at that time, Diamond Dory and Kiki were all in QB's camp. And I want to just personally say, I don't think Five Babe knew all this stuff was going on. I knew that we all know that she did not get along with VS and she wanted to see VS gone at all cost. But I don't think she was at the time the mastermind behind all what was going on. And I'm gonna give you my insight because I came on the streets. I had been watching everything, like I told you. I said, due to the evolution of StreamYard, I decided to sit down and give my verbal commentary. One of the things I really did not like, and I know people don't like VS, whatever, whatever, it is what it is. But what I did not like is what I saw transpire. Hey, Smart Show, how you doing? No, you're absolutely wrong, Miss Unbothered. And if you're gonna come in here and bother me, then you need to leave because my name did come up way prior to me coming on that panel. Okay, so if you're gonna come in here with the wrong information to bother me, then you need to exit. And I'm saying that nicely because I'm tired of people not having their facts straight, but want to comment about every darn thing and don't know what's going on. Okay? So you were wrong. Maybe you came in at the time I was on the panel and then saw my name subsequently being mentioned. My name was put into that. Okay? So I'm being very nice. because you're bothering me right now. Thank you. So like I was saying, even messed up my train of thought. What I did not like about that whole situation, okay, all right, you got to go because you're not going to sit there and lie on me like that. I was there. I was watching a lot. I saw how my name came up. Okay, so you're not going to sit there and tell me something that I saw, that I know about. I know chronologically how it took place. So no, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Okay, you're wrong. Go watch the video. Go watch the messages in the chat. You can see that I was disgusted. Okay, all right. Now, what I was saying was, what I don't like about the whole situation is that we can see things that were put in place to take advantage of VS. Now, I tell you this, everybody's got their situation with VS, whatever it is, but I'm speaking the truth and the truth. What they did to her, I always said was wrong. Now you can say VS did this stuff, but if you're gonna come at somebody, come at them head on. Come at them head on. And like I said, I know she ain't no angel. I'm not taking up for her. But what she did was grimy. What they did to her was grimy as hell, for what I feel. I'm just speaking on the fact. Like I said, I don't care for her either way. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, you don't do that to somebody. Like, as far as I know, did VS physically harm somebody? I don't know the ins and outs of everything that VS did. I'm going to say that. I don't know. All I know is but what I saw. And people are going to say, well, if you didn't see everything that she did, you need to shut up. True. If I don't know everything that she did and I'm not privy to, maybe I do need to shut up. But I saw what took place. And I saw what led up to what happened. And that was hella wrong. From Kiki going on that woman's platform, to saying that she lived by her, by saying that she knew where her kids went to school at, to saying that she wanted to have sexual relations with that woman when she wasn't lesbian, to her saying that she wanted her to come to the home, to her, Kiki, saying that, oh, this is where I live, and then VS saying, oh, that's not where that really is at, as if she gave her a fake address, to everything, to them going to the place, then telling them to get the eyebrows done. It seemed to buy more time, to them going there, to QB and them streaming the live. That's all crazy. That's all crazy stuff. To 5 saying that she got a picture from a detective. All crazy stuff. It's just crazy. But at the end of the day, I feel as if they tried to lure that woman to do whatever. To this day, I still feel Shireen was an angel. Not that she was acting like an angel, but Shireen prevented whatever was going to happen, I feel, from going down. I really do feel that way. I really do feel that way. And that's how I feel. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest, people started threatening me. People started threatening me when I kept talking about it. I think Tracy got something to do with it too, because when I was on Tracy's panel and I tried to talk to Kiki about it a little bit, Tracy tried to shut me up. So why would you try to shut me up if you didn't know? No, we still vegan. We still vegan. I'm not beefing with nobody. Am I beefing with nobody? No, I'm giving my verbal commentary. So this is still vegan. It may be a little tofu, but we still vegan. But I really do feel maybe, I'm not saying Tracy was involved, but I do think maybe Tracy knew something, because when I was over there, she tried to shut me up. So I don't know if it's because Kiki was financially, at that time paying Tracy, but she definitely tried to shut me up when I was asking Kiki questions. So that's what I feel about the situation. I feel QB knew what was going to go on. That's why he was videotaping. Do I think 5 knew exactly? I'm not sure. She knew maybe something, but she didn't know the extent, I feel. Because what I feel at that time, QB was still, let me just say this, 5 wasn't as big as she is now. Obviously, because VS was still around at that time. So QB was still trying to get in her good graces, or they were still trying to work out the dynamics of their interaction. I feel as if QB knew that 5A wanted to. How am I trying to say this? That 5A didn't like VS. So I think QB went to 5A and be like, yo, look, check this out. Such and such and such and such. That's how I feel. With obviously, Kiki doing some of the legwork. Was Kiki the mastermind? No, I don't feel that way. But I knew they knew her behind was crazy, allegedly. Crazy, allegedly. It had multiple personalities, allegedly, to pull this off. And the thing that was disturbing to me is why in the world would you do all this? You say you want licky licky, but the next day you say you have no interest in being with a woman. What? What? That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. So to me, that was key because it was like you did everything that you could to lure her, to get to her, knowing darn well that you didn't like her that way, but you said you did. So you even mentioned her kids. Like you even mentioned her kids. So you knew, I feel she was targeted. They knew her weaknesses and they honed in on them. And everybody's like, wow, I'm so passionate. Do I know anything? Well, I don't like that kind of mess. I don't like that kind of mess. When you do that, there was some calculated stuff. A lot of people are not saying a lot of things. Like I said, Diamond Dory, and Diamond Dory and you and I, we've kind of somewhat reconciled, but I gotta speak the truth. Diamond Dory and Kiki were two of QB's minions. We're two of QB minions, so it all makes sense. Y'all live close to each other. Because at the time we didn't know the proximity of where y'all live. But it makes sense if you just live 10 minutes away from each other. It's just crazy to me. But that's all I got to offer regarding that whole situation. And no, I'm not in it. I ain't involved in it. But I don't like that mess when y'all start doing that stuff that could potentially abduct someone. So what happened if VS had went to Kiki's house? Because Kiki wanted VS to come to her house. So what would have happened? What would have happened? And then she lied. She said her daughter wasn't there. Then her daughter was there. It was just a lot of suspicious circumstances. So I don't know. I don't even know. We don't even know if that was the right address that was given to VS. Because VS was looking up. VS was looking up everything. And she's like, no, that's the opposite direction. So it was just, who even knows if VS was. And then I always said it from the beginning. Why did you need to go get your eyebrows done? Like, that was just weird as hell. And let's just say this, VS knew something was up. That's why she was taping the whole time. Who tapes from the beginning to the end? Who does that? That's not normal. You tape a certain amount of the counter, but she was taping the whole thing. It was crazy. Then something was brought up that was very interesting about Pizarro and Pizarro's live. Why all of a sudden is Wiley on the show? Like, that was very weird that Wiley was on the show. Now, I'm not saying Wiley doesn't have any personality, but it's very interesting that Wiley became a character on the show. That was just weird. Like, he doesn't really have any kind of tangible link anymore to this area. So why would he be on the show? And it makes it seem as if like he got, I don't know, rewarded for maybe bringing Shireen into the situation. It's just weird. Just weird. But let me see what you guys are saying. Like I was saying, I'm not trying to reopen no can of worms, but this is what happened today. So no, Astro Kid, I disagree. I'm not saying she was involved, but I'm saying that maybe she knew something because she was adamant about protecting Kiki. But it could have been the sense that maybe she was receiving payment from Kiki. So you want to protect the people that you receive payment from, regardless of any circumstance. But that's something she never pressed Kiki about, and she always presses people about everything. But anyway, yes, Doug, she did pretend, and I think that's something that people are not commenting on. In a matter of 24 hours, less than 24 hours, you switch and say you're not attracted to her? That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Unbelievable. That's crazy to me. Yeah, Venus, she should have, but she wasn't. She was not going to listen. She was not going to listen to anybody. People were blowing up her phone. Don't y'all remember? People were blowing up her phone, telling her, "Don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go." She was set on going because they knew her triggers, which were her kids. Okay, first and foremost. So she wanted to know. She even said it. She even said it. I wanted to know what she wanted to know, or she wanted to know what she knew. So, let's see what you guys are saying. I don't think Via's let her guard down. I think she just went to go see what was out there because it was close to home. Like I said, I think Shireen was maybe a guardian angel, even though she wasn't acting like an angel. Because you gotta understand the reason I don't think Shireen is involved because she came in an Uber. If you're going to get somebody, you ain't coming in no Uber. You're not coming in no Uber. Trust. You're going to have your own means of communication. I mean, not communication, but I can't even speak. Your own means of travel. You're not going to be sitting over there in no on no Uber. Like I don't think why would you? It doesn't make any sense. Why would you use an Uber if you're really going to do something to somebody? So no, I'm not. I'm not speculating about anything. I'm looking at the facts of the situation. Okay, like I told you, people started threatening me. So why are you threatening me for if there's no like if what I'm not saying is not true? So without knowing behind, would you know? Does anybody know behind the scenes? I'm talking about what happened. Kiki and Damador, it was revealed that they live close to each other. What I said is coming out true. I can speak about it. If I'm being threatened, I can speak about it. And I was being threatened at that time. So I can speak about it. I'm speaking about what actually happened. Somebody lied and said they were a lesbian to get somebody to come to the house. So I'm speaking on facts. Speaking on facts. Okay. Someone says, I remember when VS and QB lived down together, the QB went live and was saying VS was scared and he kept saying she. Yeah, and don't you remember Kiki said, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. And then VS was like, why are you nervous? And she said, because I'm scared of what may happen. Or I'm scared of what's gonna happen. And VS was like, what? What you mean you scared what's gonna happen? And then Kiki just giggled. That ain't no behind the scenes. That happened in front of the camera. And I'm like, you're getting so many like clues. She said Kiki was even scared. Kiki was scared about what was going. Why would you? What was a normal reaction to normally someone be like, "Oh, I'm so excited! I'm so excited." You're either excited or if you're nervous because it's like, "Oh, because I want to meet you," not because I'm scared of what's going to happen. Like, what's? Mm, mm, mm. Oh, lordy, lordy. Mm, I don't know. Yeah, maybe so, Astro Kid. I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, y'all. I'm going to drop this link real quick. Before we do that, let's check out on the Bitcoin. Let me take that off. Let's check on what Bitcoin is doing. Oh Lord, Bitcoin has gone down. Bitcoin has gone down. Bitcoin has gone down 26 to now 26,812. 26,812. So all right, yo. Let's see. Okay. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me see what I was doing. Let's say, can we say that it's suspicious that you're bringing this up? Are you, well, obviously you don't know what you're talking about, freedom to speak. Now, I do like that you have freedom to speak, but it's not suspicious that I bring this up because you don't know what transpired yesterday on Beyond's platform. Okay. It also was continued on Pizarro's platform. Okay. And now I'm bringing it up. Yes, I'm offering my verbal commentary, especially since my name was used. So I think you're kind of like, don't know what's been going on. No offense. I take no offense to it. But I don't work with nobody. Mm-mm. Sorry. I don't work with no VS. I don't work with nobody. So, no. It all started yesterday. It all started yesterday. Oh, Lord. DVD. No, we're not going to do that. All right, y'all. We're supposed to go to the palm. Well, we're supposed to go to intermission. All right, check us out on Stereo if you want to. I don't know if I'm going live over there tonight. We'll see. But check us out on Stereo. Like I said, it's a new wave of people over there. Like, it's so many people over there. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, it is nobody that I really know. I'm like, okay. But they have some interesting conversations and stuff like that. But here we go.
And they do anything for the clout. Yeah, they do anything for the clout. Yeah.
Wrong song. Wrong song. DJ, bring that back. All right, hey, Leonora, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. If anybody wants to come up, this is the time to do it. We can talk about anything. We can talk about anything from, like, you can talk about the COVID bill. We can talk about the Duke player. We can talk about Bitcoin. We can talk about this whole Ihop visited. Feel free to come on up. This is your time to share your mind and offer any verbal commentary that you so choose to. Who follows you and how do you know how? I don't know who that is. Hey, Dorsey says, but that lady who has cancer hasn't been around in years, follows you on IG. How do you know her? No shady. I don't know who that is. So can you please tell me? Hey, just because somebody follow me, then I can't control that. I can't control that. I mean, I think if anything, Instagram needs to update or do a better way of notifying you who follows you, like proactively letting you know who follows you. Because there's a lot of people that follow me, and all I do is get that little icon that lets you know that somebody follows you. But I don't know. So Adora, I don't know who that is. But if you want to speak on it, feel free to let me know. But I don't know who follows me. It's not as if I can accept their follow. So, oh Lord. Molly Mayback says, I was arguing with people about the OJ Simpson trial on Stereo for like 3 hours the other day. I was getting, oh Lord. Oh, don't get addicted, Molly. Don't get addicted. Why are you arguing about OJ Simpson? Why are you arguing about OJ Simpson? Lord have mercy. What? Oh Lord. I don't even go there. It starts with an R. Somebody help me out. I can't recall her name. You talking about somebody that follows me, but you can't remember their name. What? Okay. But I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying, like, how you gonna cite them as an example, but you can't remember their name? Rihanna? I don't know. Roisha? Rokel? Rajima? I don't know. Everybody, but a lot of people follow me. Some people that hate me follow me. And I'm like, okay, you're just following greatness in its infancy. I don't care. I don't put nothing up there bad. Now, I have had some bad people DM me and didn't expose it, but it is what it is. I didn't put nothing bad in that email either, but it is what it is. Oh, Lordy. Hello, Lemon. How you doing? Happy holidays.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy holidays. What's popping? What's
Thank you.
popping?
Thank you.
So how did we get back to this story? This all took place yesterday.
Oh, Lord. Lemon, what you be doing? No, I know you don't know. No, it happened on Brianna's platform. Then it kind of went on over to Pizarro's platform and so forth. So,
Lemon was off YouTube yesterday. I had no idea that people were still on YouTube
yeah,
with the fuck shit yesterday.
I wasn't on YouTube either. I just happened in the night part. I think it happened late last night. So
Okay, so the story just got rebrought back up, basically.
well, some new details emerged that Kiki
New
lived
details.
10 minutes away from Diamond Door. And that's a big deal because at the time they were both really tight with QB. So what I feel is that they were feeding information to QB, and QB or somebody was relaying it back to Fabe. So
about what?
oh, everything. They were sending pictures of VS is what VS in the thrift store, VS's children. So somebody was following that woman around town. And I said, if you look at the pictures, whoever took the picture was short because VS was about what 5'10", 5'9". So she's
she
tall.
had people following her.
Yeah, she had people following. So whoever took the picture, especially the one in the thrift store, was definitely short. So because it made it look like she was huge.
But now my question to you is, so you feel like that they had something to do with it because of who they were cool with at the time. So what plan did you think they had in motion for that day? Because clearly that Shireen chick was, you said, she just happened to show up. So clearly she wasn't like, I mean, really a part of the story, but she put herself into that situation. So what do you think was like, because I don't get it from there. Let's just say she didn't attack that lady, right? And she stayed at the dinner or lunch, whatever they were having. We will never know what was the next phase because shit just blew up. So all we can do is pretty much assume what was going to happen in that situation.
Well, no, they're talking about it's a white Honda, a white car, a white Hyundai, or something like that. And I don't know where the hell that came from. Well, the lady over there, Trish started that one. But I don't know how true that is, though. I didn't hear nobody else confirm that there was a white Hyundai there.
So you just feel like something, you don't know what was going to happen, but you just feel like something was, some kind of plot or something was up.
Something was definitely up, though. Because why would you have to lie about your sexuality? Why did you have to mention her kids? Why did you have to go and say everything? Why did you have to lie? You lied so much. You lied about who was at your house. You said you want her to come to your house. It was just so much lying going on. You don't need to do that. Like, why you need to lie to meet somebody? No, it's just.
I always look at stuff like this. If they did, like, if it was going to be some kind of ambush or something, don't you think that less people would know about it? Because somewhere when you do ambushes and well-known people is connected to the story,
it wasn't meant to be no ambush. It wasn't meant to be. So
what do you think it was?
It wasn't meant to be no ambush. Nobody was meant to go up there and do nothing to her. What happened was, I think they were trying to get her into a house or somewhere, or to go somewhere, and she wouldn't. The whole Ihop thing was impromptu. I mean, they were like, oh, well, let's go meet up for something, for breakfast or something. So they had to come up with a place on the fly. And Shireen was following, like everybody was following the whole live that day. Everybody was following the whole live. And they were discussing where they were going to go. So.
Man, this story is crazy as hell. I don't know. I just try to look at it from a regular perspective. But you guys do know more details because you guys was privy to this information and I wasn't. So y'all was watching firsthand. I'm just like watching the bits and pieces of the aftermath of everything.
I got to get something in the chat 1 second. Okay. Sir King, I was in live yesterday and that's not what was said, Breeze. I'm not talking about what they said yesterday. I'm talking about how I felt things transpired. And I don't know who Liz is. I don't know who Liz is. I don't know if SB sent you gotta understand, Shireen was pumping up Wiley tremendously on various social media platforms. Like, I don't know. She was pumping him up hella big. Hella big. And then Wiley, I guess Shireen called Wiley or Wiley called Shireen and said, should she go? And then I guess he told her, yeah. So I don't know what role Sean Bradley has in it, but I'm looking at like Shireen was really pumping up Wiley on all her social media accounts. So I could see why they would have communication. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if SB had anything to do with it. But at the end of the day, SB got what he wanted, right? So he, there may be a sense of him rewarding Wiley or whoever. So
that's your take on why you think he has an involvement on the show because he has something to do with this situation?
Yeah, indirect. I mean, in the end of the day, like he did encourage, allegedly, he did encourage Shireen to go. So.
I mean, All we could do is speculate, cause shit. So do you think when he told her to go up there that he knew that she was gonna basically have this kind of reaction based off the fact that she
No,
was being stalked and y'all said she was being
no,
stalked
no.
and pictures was being taken of her and her family. So
Nobody knew how it would go. All they knew is that they were going. She wanted to. How can I say? Shireen wanted to give her what? Give VS what? Furniture? And VS told her leave her the hell alone. Pretty much, don't leave me alone.
yeah,
So and I think Shireen took offense to that and said, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?" And all this other stuff. So they had a back and forth via text. So
I get what you mean. I'm not gonna say that it's not possible that it couldn't have been in cahoots and shit like that. I just don't know because I don't know them like that to know if they would conspire to do something like that against somebody to try to take them down. I don't know, how powerful she was. I don't,
well,
it's all
you
hearsay
don't really,
basically.
you don't know. I mean, don't know. I mean, Fabi got a restraining order against GS. I mean, you know what I mean? So there was levels to this, okay? And Sean Bradley definitely did not like VS for many reasons and stuff like that. I mean, so
Right. Then at that time, like multiple people didn't like her at that time, like SB, 5A, QB, Kwani, like a host of people didn't like her, like Tracy.
yeah,
Right.
but nobody was galvanized to. You gotta understand, Sean Bradley went to numerous court proceedings to try to get paperwork filed against her. Then numerous process servers, numerous things to try to get her served and stuff like that. All that. So he was the one that was tangibly trying to, or visibly trying to do what he had to do. Because she put out stuff about him and all this other stuff. So I mean, it was that, but to actually physical, I don't. That took it to a new level. So.
Right, and you said new details and information was revealed, so that's why you sort of feel this way, basically, from the information you picked up from last night.
No, not me picked up. That was revealed that she said that Diamond Dory and her live minutes away from each other. Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that. Explains a whole lot now. That they live close to each other. I mean,
right.
So
prior to that, y'all didn't even know that. So that's interesting.
No, we didn't. We just thought they were just associated with QB's camp. Like we didn't even know they knew each other like that. We just, what I mean? It's just like you think, oh, okay, that person likes this concert. They don't live close to each other, but now they live close to each other. That explains a lot.
I agree. Now, to what level and extent they was going to, do whatever was going to happen, I'm unsure. But it's crazy, man.
Kiki did it. Well, you mean you got to? I don't know
right, because she was a key player in this.
Yeah, I don't know if you were.
But I mean, when she was confronted about this stuff, what she do? Deny it and say she had no involvement. She was just linking up with her.
Well, she would always get upset and start crying and everything. That was her way to get out of it. So, anyway, it was just kind of. It's not right. What everybody knows is not right. And like I said, they started threatening me and stuff like that. So.
Why? When you kept discussing it?
Yeah, when I kept discussing it, kept putting pieces together, I started asking questions. And still they started threatening me, and I was just like, okay, that tells me a lot. You know what I mean? So everybody ain't dumb.
Crazy.
We ain't dumb.
That's crazy.
And I'm not defending nobody, but to go put a plan in place, that's kind of messed up. So
yeah. No, if it's true, then yeah, that's pretty crazy. But I know we need proof.
Oh, you got all the proof. Everything's there. Why would somebody lie about their sexuality? Why would you go and say that you need to go to the nail salon? Go take someone to go, what was it? Get their eyebrows done. It was when you went to go meet them for dinner. I mean, not dinner, breakfast. You were just buying for time in my eyes. You were buying for time.
So you never really got to talk to Kiki since all this shit sort of happened. You tried to on whatchamacallit platform, and you didn't really get much from her.
You mean on Tracy's platform?
Yeah, that's like your last interaction with her.
No, they tried to shut it down immediately.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Crazy.
It's okay, Rennie T. It's all right.
So I mean, now what?
No, it's just interesting to see. I don't know. we'll see what happens. Like, because those alliances aren't there no more. You gotta understand that those alliances aren't there. Hey, Brixton Babe, how you doing? Those alliances aren't there anymore. So it'll be interesting to see. We know Lady T was quite. I asked Lady T today. I was like, so the burning question I always wanted to know: why did Lady T go on Beyond's platform and Rush told Kiki to shut up and all that? So I was like, I asked her, I was like, why did you feel compelled to Via Nora, you can always hit the link if you want to have this discussion.
This was last night that this happened where she tried to make Kiki not. Oh, no, just previously.
This was almost a year ago. She tried to. Oh. She rushed her off the stage when she didn't even go. What did she go up there? Yeah, she went up there and told her stop talking. Told her stop talking, whatever. And because what's her name? Kiki was about to say, "I want to say something. I want to say something. I really want to say something." I think she may say, "I don't feel right, but I really want to say something." And Lady T ran up there and was like, "Get off. Don't say nothing else. Get off right now. Get off right now." And I'm like, everybody like, what the hell? Everybody, what? And then the next day, we had the whole VS thing. So the day when I asked her, she was like, "Oh, I saw that she was in an intoxicated state and all this other stuff." And I'm like, okay. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So I guess you won't really know nothing until you really talk to her, basically, because she got the answers.
We know everything. She was about to, because that's the same live, Lemon, that she told about the kids. That she told her, I mean, my niece, what did she say? Her niece goes to the same school that VS's kids does, and that she lives real close to VS. That was the same live.
Oh.
Yeah, and then that was the same live. And then she was like, I want to say something. Like she was struggling with it. Like her conscience was eating at her. Yeah. And then Lady T came up there and was like, get down, get down, get down. And everyone's like, what? And then that was a wrap. And then the next day, we had the whole situation transpire. And I felt at that time, Kiki really wanted to tell what was going to happen.
She wanted to clear her conscience, is what you're saying?
Pretty much. So, something's going on.
Something ain't right. But I mean, we'll never know because the key players clearly they're not speaking. So, from our standpoint, all we can do is speculate because if they're not speaking, then we can fill in the blanks. We can connect the pieces and shit like that. But
then I also had this recording that I had. It was an email. Somebody was reading out emails, and I had it around the time I first started my channel. I said, I still got this. And QB hit the video or deleted the video, and I'm like, I still got this. And I went to go look for it, and I found it. Hold on, let me see if I can find it again.
Oh Lord! Oh Lord!
Give me 1 second. I gotta see if I can find it.
All right, for sure.
Hold on. Okay, so this is. I'm just putting it out there. This is in regards to, I don't know, y'all. We'll discuss it after I play it. Here we go. It ain't much, but here we go.
Simple-minded people. Second email. Fuck out of here. Sick of people. Oh? I was flirting with BS. I know exactly how you get in to get in her head. I'm tired of these simple-minded people. Second email. Fuck out of here. Sick of people. Oh? I was flirting with BS. I know exactly how you get in to get in her head. I'm tired of these simple-minded people. Second email.
Okay, so
oh wow,
yeah. So that pretty much was, and I'm being actual factual. Lady T reading out emails from Diamond Dory, and then there was the email that Diamond Dory had sent Lady T for some reason. So that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, y'all.
Okay, I feel you.
Yeah.
Now I see why you all like, coming up with all these conspiracies
Yeah.
and shit like that to try to piece the story together. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, it's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm
But
just saying, that's all I'm saying. They were trying to get to her. I don't know who. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the back end information. Wow. But yeah.
yeah, that's crazy, man.
I mean, let's admit she did have a lot of enemies. She did do a lot of things that would cause a lot of enemies. But to go to that level, concocting a plan like that, ooh. And let me just tell you this: I don't think VS was interested in Kiki at all. If those videos are still around, she said she only went there to find out what she knew. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, and if she was being, stalked prior to that, she probably felt like this person had some kind of information that could be useful.
Mm.
It's crazy though.
No, and then let's talk about the whole thing where they was talking about, oh, what about Kiki going to the police station and all this other stuff? Kiki only went to the police station because of the glasses situation. That was it. So,
But I mean, if this wasn't their original plan for that chick to come up there and her to get into a fight, if she would have held her composure, then I guess we would have figured out what the next phase was. Because due to the fact she blew up and she attacked the person when that lady left, that sort of put other things into motion that kind of got her in trouble. So we'll never really know the full extent of what was going to happen, because if Shireen was a curveball into the system, then their plan really didn't work in a sense. She put it on herself because she went out, she let her anger get the best of her. So we don't never know what was going to happen. You know what I mean? Because she was heated. So
no, I don't think she let the anger. Well, I agree she let the anger get the best of her, but her anger may have been her best blessing at this time because we don't know what may happen. I mean, you telling someone to meet you at a residence that you say is not occupied, and then come to find out that it is. You telling somebody that's an address that's really not the address to knock on a door. There's too many.
okay.
You have to look
Okay,
at
I get where you're going
at
with
those
this.
facts. You lying to someone to meet you under false pretenses, saying that you're a bisexual or you're a lesbian, come to find out the very next day you say you aren't. That's crazy. That's crazy.
No, I hear you.
That's crazy.
I hear you.
No, that's crazy.
So you feel like the Shireen thing was a blessing in disguise because we don't know what the. Oh, okay.
Would you come to meet somebody in an Uber? No.
No, I never even used Uber before.
Right. You wouldn't come to meet somebody in an Uber if you really wanted to do something. I think she just wanted to confront or whatever, say a few words. I don't think she would thought it would. I'm talking about Shireen. I don't think she ever thought it would turn physical. And then also, you don't get up. Now, you said you care about somebody, but you don't get up from the table at all when there's a dispute with someone. She did say, "Oh, don't go, don't go, don't go," but that's all she did. And then this is the telling thing, y'all. This is the key thing. I don't know if the video is still out there. This is the key thing. Kiki had the nerve to say, "Oh, we gotta go." Well, why in the hell would you want to stay? Why in the hell would you want to stay? Of course, you want to get out of any place where there's a conflict or there's a potential situation for the things to come back and blow up again. Why would you want to stay unless something else was going to happen? You know what I mean?
But I mean, after a fight broke out, nothing else could pretty much happen because the shit is hot. The area is hot. You got to pretty much leave because the cops gonna either be on their way or, I don't.
But she wanted to stay though. I mean, she said, "Do we have to go?" Like, yeah,
After
we
you just
gotta
attack
go.
somebody.
Yeah. Why do you want us to stay? Like something ain't right. Yeah.
No, I feel you. Man, the whole thing was sketchy. You feel me? From the angle I saw that, the whole thing looked uneasy. She didn't look comfortable the whole time. Then you have a stranger popping up who you already been having words with. Then you get heated till you attack this person. So I mean, it was a lot going on. Plus, she was on live, right? So you got to put that into. That's why I think she attacked the person, because she was on live and she didn't want to seem like a punk. You feel me? I feel like her.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know. I think she knew something was up from the jump. That's why she filmed the whole thing.
Yeah. But the evidence pretty much was used against her because when they reviewed that, possibly they probably saw, you know, her aggression towards that person during that whole situation that could have hurt the situation. You feel me? I felt like had she not recorded it and she would have stopped it, the situation could have been probably less for her. Although we only heard the audio, but they still able to see what kind of state of mind you were in during the fight and afterwards too. So
yeah, I don't know what to think. So it is what it is. I mean, like I said, at the time.
How did you get brought up into this whole situation?
Because I said I've been telling y'all. I said I told y'all, and then somehow something happened. They were like, I don't know. They brought my name up. It's like, oh, why is they? Oh, they were saying that I live in Virginia. The whole thing. So they're like, oh my God, we need to know how many people live in Virginia, how many people live close to other. So we want to know what role Sir King had in the situation. I'm like, what? Role in the situation. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. So, got no role in the situation. I mean,
your role being defending her for the most part.
What you
I said for the most part, when you did give commentary on it's been defending her, so how would you have some kind of part with this whole situation if you didn't dislike her, but you didn't hate her to the point where you would try to do something like that towards her? So that's weird.
Listen, if I see somebody concocted a plan against Tracy, which there was a plan allegedly regarding Tracy, even though Tracy and I don't get together, I still reported the situation. I still spoke on the situation regarding that. You know what I mean? You don't like, just because you dislike me don't mean that like I'm just gonna work, hope the worst for you. And when I see people trying to harm you, I'm gonna speak out against it, whether you like me, hate me, or not. So, yeah. But that's the situation. It's unfortunate because it was crazy. It's crazy.
I mean, the damage is done. I mean, there's no there's no time clock. You can't go back into the past and try to have things done a different way. It is what it is.
No, not necessarily. If you could show that there was a plan set in place to do something, yeah. So, oh yes, they did mention me like Black Girls Code. I don't know what camp you rocking with or whoever, but like I would appreciate if you would stop like trying to take up for whatever or question everything that I said. I was brought up in that way in the live. Yeah, Olivia and everybody sitting up there talking about, why he so invested? What he know about it? So I know what I heard because it's stuck in my mind. But since you're not the one being mentioned, maybe it did not hit you that hard. And that's why I'm speaking about the situation, because I was referenced in that way. So.
Yikes.
No, yikes. It's just like, how you going to tell me like that I don't know what I'm talking about? First you telling me I can't speak about Phi Babe. Now you telling me I can't speak about how I'm being spoken about. My name was mentioned. My name was mentioned on the panel and in the chat. And that's the truth. If you want to go to it, go over to look at Pizarro and you see they were speaking about me. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they did mention that. So,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's up. You ain't gonna lie. If your name was brought up, it was brought up. So
I prefer
not saying you was a key player.
Yeah, I prefer to have my name not brought up. To be honest. But I'm going to speak the truth.
Especially on some shit like this. You feel me? Mm-hmm. This is crazy. This some revengeful type shit. But it's a lesson that you even if you were able to prove like something was gonna happen or they were trying to set her up, let's say, she's still responsible for her actions that led her to get into this kind of trouble. Although she was being harassed and stuff like that, it still doesn't matter. Like I said, if you drunk and you do shit, regardless about how much you drank, you're still responsible for the things you do. So even if she was upset and her personal space was violated and pictures was being taken, her family was being harassed, you got to report these incidents to the cops and stuff as it's happening.
Yeah, but then that's I can't get down with that because you don't. I mean, that woman was being harassed by that lady. That lady
get that.
popped up.
I understand
but that's like me walking up on you, okay, in an establishment, and I try to offer you something. I say, "Hey, Lemon, I want to sell you this hat. I want to sell you this hat." And you say, "F your hat," via text, and then we have words via text, and then the next place I see you, I don't even know you there. but you've been stalking me on social media, find out where I was, of course I'm gonna be on 10 when I see you. Or when when you see me or whatever. So no, she didn't know that woman, and her only interaction prior was negative. They never had no positive interaction. Now she didn't know of that woman. Okay, I understand that. I can sympathize with you.
Yeah.
But she pops up at the table, and then the interaction is what you gonna do. I would be,
Yeah, but listen, you have to. I get your stance on it, and I 100% understand where you're coming from, and I understand it's not right too. But the moment that person walked away, and you decided to, I think she made the comment to, she made some kind of comment about fighting or something like, or something to that extent. I can't quote her, so I don't want to put a quote out there that she said. But when that person left, and then you had seconds to still follow that person to wherever they were outside, and then you attack that person, that's on you at that point. Yes, your anger got the best of you, and the situation was fucked up, but you still are in control of your anger and the things you do. It doesn't matter what led up to the situation. If I tell the cops, oh, they were following me, they took pictures of my family and stuff like that, that's cool and all. But if they didn't do nothing physically to harm you in this situation, it's your fault for attacking that person because this person left the situation alone. That person left. You followed that person. So now you put yourself back in that fire. Now I could see if Shireen didn't leave the table and she made a seat there at the table and she violated your space and she made you feel uncomfortable and she was antagonizing you and you snapped.
She was antagonizing her. She was
To an
antagonizing
extent, but the moment she said goodbye and she left, that's it. She should have just continued eating lunch with Kiki.
That would have been me. I would have been like, "Oh, where you going to go get something?
But then you would be like her. That would be you. Do you be BS number two?
Hey, I felt accosted. I would have said. And now, if I would have hit her, I don't know if I would have hit her, but I damn sure would have been like, "Okay, where are you going? Why are you leaving so urgently? Like, what you going to get? Are you going to go get something and bring it back?" You know what I mean? That's how I feel about the situation. So,
no, I feel you. It's fucked up. Don't get me wrong, but it's just hard to explain. It's like, man, when you're upset, I get it. You're not thinking right. Everything's rushing. You feel me? You heated. So, you're not yourself in that moment, but you still have to remain calm in these situations because, like I said, had she stayed calm, this thing would have never possibly happened. And like you said, something worse could have happened. We don't know. So, I just feel like you're in control of your anger, regardless of what situations you're put in. Because people put you in uncomfortable situations all the time. That does not mean you have to respond with attack and aggression. You have to, you have to stay calm and realize what kind of situation you're in and get yourself out of the situation. You're not supposed to make it worse. So if I feel uneasy and I feel like I'm being set up and I'm on camera with my people, I'm just gonna leave.
No, no, I'm not caping for nobody. I'm not caping for nobody. But I'm like, y'all, I'm not caping for nobody. But I'm be like, yo, I always put myself in somebody else's shoes, and I'm telling you right now, if I knew what was going on and somebody pop up on me like that, and then we have a little interaction, we go back and forth. I'm telling you, I'm not sitting at no damn table. I'm
not telling you to. You could have got up and left.
And I'm going to find out where they're going, and I'm gonna watch them because you don't know never what they're gonna come back with.
Oh yeah, they could have been waiting on you to walk out too. You feel me?
I'm not saying to go hit them. No, I ain't condoning that behavior. But y'all talking about, oh, she went after the woman. I would have went up after the woman too to see what's up next. It wasn't like, oh, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Nice to meet you. It wasn't no exchange like that.
Yeah, it was hostile energy. No,
sure. I would not go to jail. Did I say I would hit the person of Villanor? No, I didn't. But I said I sure as hell would get up and follow them. You gonna just come to my table, threaten me in a hostile manner? I don't know if you're going to retrieve a weapon or what. I'm sure as hell to get my ass up out that chair and go see what you about to do.
Yeah, pretty much scope them out, make sure they're not trying to, come back with a weapon or ambush you when you walk outside or something like that. But I felt like in that moment, I would have waited like a couple of minutes, let her wherever she was gonna go, and I would have dipped. Would have looked out, made sure the coast was clear, and I would have, hit once on my car. She drove there, right?
In an Uber.
No, BS.
Yeah, she drove there.
Yeah, I would have just got up out there, especially if I'm on my time and I got the keys in my whip. I ain't been drinking or nothing. I'm finna, I ain't got to call an Uber, so I'm finna just leave. So I felt like she should have just stayed calm. I get it. Her personal space was violated. This lady just showed up to her lunch thing.
I don't give a damn if I become an aggressor. It's called self-preservation. So if I'm following to make sure you don't bring back a threat, then I can do that. I can follow you all I want. As long as I don't threaten you, and as long as I don't lay hands on you, I can follow you up and down the street to make sure you're a threat because you accosted me first. You got to see how the situation initiated. That person stalked them. That person accosted them at a table. So they were the one that put this whole thing on display or started it. They were sitting there having breakfast, enjoying each other's company. That person interrupted their mood. And now you're going to threaten the person at the table and think everything's going to be kosher? Oh, you could just walk away? I don't know what world y'all living in. Crazy. But I sure as hell won't get up and follow you and see where you're going since you wanted to start the exchange. Let me see what you're going to do to end it. No. And that's not against the law to be proactive, especially when a threat has been initiated. No.
No, yeah, I get it, but accountability, you have to have that. You feel me? If I'm a mother of 3 or however many kids she got, I'm popping on YouTube.
Why are you protecting Shireen? Now, one time have you? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Living. That's rude of me, but I do apologize. But not one time have you sat up here and said anything that woman did. That woman came up to the table that she was not welcome to. She came up there threatening her. She didn't say, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" She's like, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do?" Okay. Then when she decides that since she wanted to interrupt the party, she decides to leave on her own terms after she made threats. No.
But what threats did she make? If you don't mind,
she pretty much said, "What you gonna do?" And then Via said something like, I don't know, something she said, and then they went back and forth. And then she was like, "Oh, okay, goodbye. I've seen way too many movies, too many Lifetime series, too many things on CNN where somebody comes up and light up the place. So hell no."
But what are you going to do isn't a threat. That's antagonizing the situation.
Well, she came up antagonized and threatening. What you gonna do? Like pretty much what you gonna do? Like what you gonna do?
Yeah, I seen that. I remember that. It was a heated exchange. So yeah.
Right. So you come up there at least trying to provoke. That's the law. You can't provoke nobody. And then you came in my face. So you can't come up in my face, invade their personal space like that. If anything, you're being a public nuisance. Okay. So no.
I mean, yeah, that was a bold thing to just show up to somebody you don't like and just pop up at their table, like you feel me, just unannounced, just I'm here. So I feel like the whole exchange was bad. It definitely threw her off guard. You could tell from the video, and I do feel like due to the fact she was online, she felt like she had a certain image to uphold to the people that was watching the video. Maybe other people didn't know something was going to happen, so they was watching as well, but she just let her anger get the best of her. She should have just kept kicking it with that Kiki chick. Unfortunately, she didn't. But it is what it is. You can't go back in the past.
My God. Y'all crazy talking about why would you follow a threat? Bruh, if somebody come up and pop up your house unexpected, anywhere you at unexpected, you don't know them, and then you had a negative interaction with them already prior. So you don't tell me you just gonna keep sitting there eating pancakes and sipping coffee and not be alarmed about what the hell is going on? You're gonna get your behind up and check what the hell is going on so that person doesn't come back with some heat and light you up. Come on now. A lot of people say, "Oh, you can't go and follow nobody." What are you talking about? People do it all the time.
You definitely can. People don't suggest that, but you definitely can. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you're not like, violating doing the most when you're, following behind them and shit like that. You can't do that, but I get what you're trying to say. You would have did to make sure this person wasn't coming back to try to,
right.
cause harm to you when you walk out the place after you just finish your lunch.
That's crazy to me. The first law of life is self-preservation. The first law of life is self-preservation. Who's going to sit there after you've seen somebody that you perceive is following you around town, that's been threatening you, that's been trying to meet up with you, you don't want to, you told them to leave you alone, then you go, this person pops up when you already out with somebody, and they don't say, "Hey, yes, I want to talk to you." They come up talking about what you going to do.
But did you somewhat, in a sense, try to get that person did try to have a conversation with VS, but VS didn't want to have a conversation with her?
VS told her to leave her alone.
Right, so she left.
No, man. They had the communications through text.
I know prior to that, but I'm saying
why
when she showed up
at Ihop then? You immediately become the aggressor. When I tell you to leave me alone, leave me alone. Don't sit up there and pop up at a place, an establishment where you weren't welcome to. Your intentions are not pure. I told you, leave me alone. Why are you showing up somewhere I told you? You immediately become labeled as a stalker or someone who's potentially trying to provoke in the eyes of the law.
But after the conversation was dismissed, and she didn't want to have a conversation, so she left. She said something and she left.
Lemon, there was communication.
I get that. I don't care about I don't care about that part.
Be showing up to a place where I told you I don't want to interact with you. You didn't even know that we were meeting there. She was,
and I said that she was in the wrong for showing up, but still.
But still, what?
It doesn't matter if she did show. She showed up, right?
You shouldn't be showing up to a place. You're perceived as a threat. If I tell you don't show up, you show up, and then you got the nerve to sit down. You a threat. You're perceived as a threat. The only thing that she did wrong was that she went up and hit the woman. That's it. You're a threat.
Yeah. To an extent, I don't feel like she was threatened. I feel like she had a point to prove.
If someone said to leave them alone, don't bother them, you keep harassing them, you show up to them in physical form, and you weren't advised by them, aware, and then you lied to the person that was a hostess and said, oh, they expecting me, or something like that. You are deemed as a threat. So, I'm sorry, you lied under false pretenses. Those people never told you to meet with them.
That's true. She did lie. I just look at it like this. The situation's fucked up. Shireen should have never showed up, and she did violate her space. I told you all that. And once she showed up and she said, all right, I'm going to leave, she should have left it as that. And I get it. You would have pursued that person to see where they was going and scope them out. Okay, she should have did that. And the second she saw that lady was going to hop in an Uber, she should have jumped in her car and she should have left. That would make her still a free citizen to roam these streets and do what she want to do. But she let her anger get the best of her. And yeah, her space was violated, but it is what it is. People put you in situations all the time, especially if it's public. Now, had she had this conversation private with Kiki and we didn't know where they was going to link up, this would have never happened. But she did everything publicly, and that hurt her in the end because they knew where they were going to link up at. They knew the time and shit like that.
Y'all crazy. Y'all be the first ones that say, oh, if anybody roll up on me, I'm taking y'all out. Now all y'all want to give a lady a pass. Now all y'all want to be, if I had the threat. But y'all be the first one. I hear you on numerous occasions talking about, I want to see them come up on me. You'll see what they do with you. Y'all a bunch of not you, y'all a bunch of hypocrites, man. Y'all hypocrites, and y'all like to antagonize, and I see it from straightforward because y'all be the main one.
I'm like, yes, I'll go to jail for it.
Yeah, but all of you are hypocrites, man. Hypocrites. Let me go over there and walk up on you and say something when you don't do what you gonna do. Y'all crazy, bro. Y'all just like to be devil's advocates, but when it involves y'all, then the rules are supposed to change, right? Okay, I got you. When it involves you, then the rules don't apply to you, though. Okay, I got you. It's all right.
I'm letting anybody know now. You pull up on me, I'll go to jail for it because I'm gonna beat you up and I'm gonna go to jail. So I agree with her. Her space was violated, but if that was me, I'll do the same thing. Although I should have control over my anger, it is what it is.
Oh Lord. Well, switching subjects real quick. Bitcoin just went up $620. Oh Lord. Well, now $609 to $27.44. Lord have mercy. But yeah.
She just lived in a state that really don't play like that. You feel me? That's another thing that hindered her too, because they gave her like one of the harshest sentences. She wasn't somebody who always got in trouble, so she should have had a lighter sentence.
What they said was, what Candy said today over at Pizarro's was, because Candy was at the courthouse. And what she said was that they kept calling the judge's chambers even while the trial was going. So that exacerbated her sentences and things like that, being perceived as someone who was a villain. I'm not justifying her actions, but that's what Candy said. They kept calling up there, calling the judge's chambers, calling the jail, and everything. So it really, to me, it really didn't have nothing to do with the charges. Yes, But I think the volume regarding the public attention that was drawn to it, or the people who were calling and so forth, it definitely weighed in on whatever decision was handed down.
Yeah.
Well, Billy Boy says, I think things would have been different if they would have gotten to fighting right at the table. I agree.
Yeah, her space would have been violated, and she wouldn't have been seen as pursuing this woman as she left. After she left, I meant to say. So yeah, she should have just snuffed her right at the table, got shit cracking. Yeah, but she probably wasn't thinking like that in the moment. Like when you're in the heat of the moment, your brain ain't working right. It's running so fast. So
But they also said she didn't do that because there were children around, and they didn't want to. I mean, I don't know if she actually thought about it like that, but they didn't want to. She didn't want to get hit with the what's it called? Endangering children or some kind of charge or like that. So, yeah.
And wasn't she like military trained or something like that too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing too. But I do feel like the outsiders did make the situation worse. I kind of remember after that happened, people were, didn't you say like they called up there like all the time and was like trying to make sure she was actually locked up? And yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, they did everything. They did, and this is the craziest part about it. And I don't want to bring that person's name up. New Mexico was up there trying to give her advice on what she should do, as if he really cared for that woman. But he was up there harassing the jail, harassing the judges' chambers, all that. That was crazy. Crazy. You pretending to be her friend, telling her what to do, and being gracious, but then gonna go turn on her and try to exacerbate the situation. Oh, that was pretty crazy, man. That was crazy to see that. Unbelievable. So
that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, she did have a lot of people at that time who didn't like her as well, so they probably, was trying to make sure the situation that happened, they wanted to make sure she was actually locked up, being nosy, trying to get some exclusive information from them. So it's unfortunate.
There's no excuse though. You don't call the jail and ask about their diet and say that she needs a special kind of diet.
I wasn't talking about him at all.
That antagonizes the situation. But okay, James Caldwell says main words equals on site. Well, James, I don't know, because on site says she wasn't the one that sent the pictures or took the pictures and stuff like that. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it sounds like a lot of key players here, and no one's really willing to spill no more information. So we have to kind of put the pieces together. But like I said, we'll never know what was going to happen with the original plan because an alternative plan took place. So
yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Don't let y'all anger get the best of y'all if y'all ain't gonna be willing to do that time.
But I mean, what's really kind of crazy to me is that these same people always talking about, oh, if somebody roll up on me, they're gonna see what's gonna happen. But they sitting up here trying to now say, you gotta follow the law to the T. You gotta follow the law. You can't do this. But they be the main one on everybody's StreamYard, everybody live say, oh, when you roll up on me, you gonna get it. You better not. So it's just a hypocrisy for me that's kind of outrageous to see that. So yeah.
No, I feel you. I said that. I said she should have had control of her anger too. But I'm a type of person that I might tell y'all that and I might know the right answers, but if I'm put in a situation like that, I already know me and I know I'm gonna hit you. So I already know I'm gonna get in trouble. You feel me? So it is what it is.
Well, yeah, that's what.
But I'll take full accountability of the wrong decision I did. I'll be like, damn, I shouldn't have hit this person. I should have did this. But you don't think about that until after the consequences and the damages is done. So I might say one thing on StreamYard, but put me in that situation like BS, I'm gonna do the same thing.
But Sean Bright, who says that? Who said that there was a white? Who said there was a white van? Who said it was a white van? The only thing I heard, now you had the scammer lady over there saying it's a white Hyundai. That's the only thing. Now we moved up to a white van. Oh, let me get my damn disclaimer out. I ain't used my disclaimer in a long behind time. Oh Lord, where's my damn disclaimer? Here we go. Oh Lordy. All commentary and opinions stated are to be considered as a legend and as fiction. The purpose of this broadcast is for entertainment and enlightenment. Enjoy. Now we moved on up to a van. See?
A van. What the hell? I gotta watch some playbacks there. You feel me? I didn't know all this shit was taking place on Christmas.
It's on the. It's oh Lord. Now we got video evidence. Hold on. Where they go? Now we got video evidence. It's on video. What video? What video you got? No. What video you got? What video? You know a video that I don't know.
No. Somebody said Tommy TS. Tommy Sotomayor.
Too many conspiracies, child.
It is too many. The only conspiracy really is we don't know what the original plan was. So the alternative plan when she showed up just changed everything. You feel me? So we'll never know unless people who was involved say something. Otherwise, we can speculate until our asses fall off. But it is what it is.
Well, I tell you this much: there's definitely something going on. They're doing everything that they could to shut it up. It reemerged, and you just don't do that. There's a lot going on. And we know that people were sending 5A pictures. So.
Man, it's crazy. But shit, by the time you probably figure it out and get all the pieces together, her time might be up. She might be a free citizen to come back on YouTube. You feel me?
We know. Let me just say this: we know certain. Like I said, we know something else because I was getting threats. So that's all I got to say. I was getting threats. And told
from a particular set of people.
Not from TSCC, from the other side.
No, that's what I meant. Like from a certain set of people was basically upset you was talking about it.
I beg your pardon. Say again.
I said, so you're basically saying another set of people was upset that you were speaking on this situation, so you got threats.
Yeah. I was speaking on the situation, and then I was speaking truth. Though it wasn't speculation; it was truth about things I was saying that was out there, or that had been deleted, or whatever. And I remember, and I was speaking on it, and they were like, "You don't do da." So, yeah. So that let me know that what I was saying was true. So, because I don't threaten nobody, I don't be doing that threat stuff.
Yeah.
You come back if you don't threaten nobody, you come back and refute it. You know what I mean? And there was a lot of things that Kiki was doing, was just like an act of desperation to show that she was innocent. She ran to the police station and returned the glasses and was going to come across. And she said, well, if I was guilty, why would I go to the police station? So she was just doing a lot of stuff that was just like, we see you.
So have you never tried to reach out and have a talk with her?
She don't want to talk to me.
At all?
Not about that, at least. She don't want to talk about me. No. I told you. I tried to talk to her on Tracy's platform. That's all.
Sometimes you got to talk to people like outside of other people's platforms. But I get it. She don't want to have that with you.
So she don't want. She don't want to talk
the
about
whole
that.
situation. Yeah.
She don't want to talk about that. And then on top of that, Bless Watkins tried it. Bless Watkins got the video too. When I was on talking to Kiki on Bless Watkins' platform, and Bless Watkins was like, "Oh no, we don't talk about that. That happened so long ago. Oh, that happened so long ago. No. So no. So yeah. So people don't want answers. They know who got them. They just don't want them. That's all. And that's
I feel you. It is.
So.
I mean, yeah, like you said, it is what it is. Nothing you can pretty much do from here. The damages is done. You can play Expector Gadget and solve this case and try to get her out early.
But like I said, the only reason this is coming out is because the licenses aren't there no more. That was there before. So
we'll wait for more information to be put out. But at this point, anything can be put out and it can be believed because, like you said, they're not in alliance no more, and people can fabricate on the situation and make it seem like and put the blame on a certain set of people. So you got to be cautious with the new information that come out. You got to go through it with a fine comb. You feel me?
No.
Because if I'm not in alliance with somebody can just lie on me and try to put all the blame on me, and really it was them. That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't think so. I just think there's stuff that's out there. There's stuff that's out there. There's things that's out there. There's emails. There's stuff that's out there. Y'all gotta understand. There's stuff that's out there. I mean, y'all just gotta look at that tape. It tells you everything. tells you everything. Why would she
tape?
lie about her address? Why would she lie about her address? Why would she lie about her sexual orientation? Why would she lie about her daughter? And then you don't understand that VS invited Kiki to a ladies' night the night before. So if you really wanted to meet somebody, you would have met somebody, right?
Yeah.
It's Kiki stood VS up. So I remember all that because all that stuff was put out. I remember that video. I watched that video. All that stuff, like, damn. So what it was is that she didn't want to meet her on VS turf. She wanted to meet her on her turf. So she had a ladies' night. They had a ladies' night. I think VS said she was having a ladies' night or something. And she just, pretty much ignored VS or whatever. So,
Man. You'll have to ask her why she lied about all that shit. She could have been put up to do it, or she could just be crazy as shit.
No, I think she was put up to do it. She was definitely put up to it, and they knew she would do it. She had the personality to do it. She was probably the one, allegedly, that was sending the pictures. I tell y'all, Kiki is short. So the person that took the pictures of VS was short. Short. Like, and you know where her children go to school? And you say that VS doesn't live too far from you?
So, I mean, the biggest key player is Kiki then.
But
you feel like she was put up to it by somebody else.
She had multiple personalities, so she could easily switch it out, allegedly, in and out those modes. So, for those personalities. Why lie, though? Like, that's the thing I don't get. Why lie? And she was like, it was like as if this plan was hatched. For some reason.
People lie so they don't self-incriminate themselves, who will come on and be like, yeah, I did X, Y, and Z, because you don't know if that information could be used back against you. You feel me? So who gonna come out and do that? An idiot will. But if you know you have some parts in it.
I'm just saying from the beginning when this all started, it seemed as if, okay, we're going to do it this time, and this is what we're going to do, and da-da-da-da-da-da, and you do it, and these are her triggers, because Dorsey was the kids, then it was the sexuality, and all that. You know, and then it was following a playbook. You know, if you don't get her this way, then get her this way. Yeah.
But I feel like this: if you had a key plan in motion, right, and Shireen was not a part of this original plan, wouldn't you think the original plan would be in motion? Because I felt like
no, you can't. You didn't know the fact. Okay, the plan would have went perfectly if she had went to that house. But VS was like, no, I don't want to go. Can we meet somewhere else? Okay, so your plan is blowing up then. So now you gotta be on the fly. So then they was talking about the Ihop or the Cracker Barrel, something like that, right? Okay. So then now your plan is blown up. So the people you working with now gotta scramble. Okay? So now she wanna meet you, but she wanna meet you at a spot. Then on top of that, you then take her to somewhere to do eyebrows. That's key. Why are you taking her to go get her eyebrows done? You buy her time for whoever was to come. It's just weird. Like, you want to go get your eyebrows done in the morning? Weird. So to me, it was just like she was buying time for whoever was supposed to be there. That's how, it's just weird. Why you want to get your eyebrows done? And then she said, I want to get my eyebrows done because I'm going to be on camera. We just saw you behind on camera that morning. So what does it matter? We just saw you. So, Capricorn, because that's the dynamic of our show. That's the hallmark of two men being able to disagree in maybe somewhat of a hostile fashion, but still be able to cool with one another. Maybe you guys can learn something from that. That just because people have an issue or discontent regarding the argument doesn't mean they have to curse each other out and fall out. Why are you being combative with Lyman and people not liking that, limit a darling and people overprotecting him? You can be overprotective of him all you want, but that's not going to change the way I run my platform. Limit and I know how far to go. And he says what he wants to say. I say what I want to say. And we know how far to go where it doesn't get disrespectful. And hopefully, as we respect each other, you can respect that. See, we're not fake and phony. We don't have to make sure we coddle to each other's feelings. This is a genuine interaction between men. Okay, so that you see that when men start arguing with each other, they don't have to curse each other out. They can actually have a civil discourse and be heated and with passion without it falling into the stereotype that y'all used to of men falling out and cursing each other out and walking off and doing all that. No, we're not like that. Okay? So hopefully Lemon will still be your darling, and hopefully I can still be able to yell at your darling without you getting in your feelings. Okay? All right.
So yeah, due to the fact she seemed like, she had ulterior plans and stuff like that, alternative plans and stuff with her, because she wanted to get her eyebrows waxed and shit like that. Don't you think whatchamacallit threw the curveball then, because you said that he talked to her and she asked if she should go up there and he said yeah or whatever? So wouldn't he be more involved with the changing of the plans?
Well, that's what I'm saying. The variables, you have a plan, but you can't control the unforeseen variables. At the time, Shireen was a variable, right? Because Shireen, I think at the time they said was following the chat or something. I think Shireen really wanted to meet up with VS, right? Yeah. I really did. And I think you gotta understand, this was all for everyone to see. So this ain't no back behind the scenes stuff. So I think maybe while he was looking in, saw Shireen or whatever, contacted Shireen and they said, oh yeah, go up there. That's how I feel the situation. Really. Okay, thank you.
I doubt he would send her up there to get beat up. You feel me? I think he probably sent her up there because they had past tension. But I doubt that he knew. I doubt most people knew that. Hey, these are her triggers. If y'all do X, Y, and Z, this will make her snap and she'll attack somebody.
They knew her triggers. Did you just hear what I said? I just played it.
No. I know that. I know that person said that in the message, but
Lemon, you weren't around. Everybody knew her triggers, bro. She told you don't mess with her kids, okay? Don't mess with her kids, and she did like a little rendezvous. So people knew that, Lemon. That's something that, everybody, if you were around that time, you knew, her priorities. It was 3 things: her kids, a little rendezvous, and money. So, and you can switch 2 and 3 however you want it, but don't mess with her kids. So you got to. Sorry, Lemon. You got to be around there. You got to be around at that time. Everybody knew that at that time. They just told you in the email. They know how to get to it. So on that. So
I hear you.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's that. It is what it is. Don't meet people under false pretenses. So don't do that. So.
Yeah, or if you put in any crazy situations, try not to think about beating them up.
At Vitanor, I think you're talking about Shireen. She was hiding because she blocked everybody in the chat. She was hiding because she blocked all the moderators and everybody. I think everybody in the chat. She did. So she was hiding. If you're talking about so I'm sorry. Let me go ahead.
Yeah, she should have just snubbed her too. I think she jumped on top of her and shit and started talking to her. That was another stupid thing. You never do that to a person, especially recording it, although it was audio. Now, had she just snubbed her one good time in the face, sent her running to the car to her Uber, I felt like the shit wouldn't have been that worse. But when you jump on top of them and start lecturing them and getting all people heard that. I'm pretty sure the judges heard that whole clip.
Mm-hmm. But you can't.
So there is parts that she played that.
I'm just gonna say somebody's following you, following your family around town and everything, taking pictures and all the other stuff, putting it up on public display. I think this will somewhat mentally traumatize you to some degree. So when you see someone now come up and stalk you in real time,
I do feel like I'm being challenged at that point. I do feel like I'm being challenged at that point. And I already told you my approach would have been VS approach. I wouldn't have sat on top of her. I would have been, throwing more hands, but we different people. I would have stopped that camera right there at that table, and it would have been a wrap.
She fell. I think she fell, right? I think the lady fell. She, stumbled down.
We don't know. We don't know because by the time she hit her, she fell, but then she got on top of her,
right.
And then she started hitting her and talking to her at the same time. She shouldn't have did that. She should have just snubbed her one time.
Even though you coming in caping for the wrong person, the information is there. The information is out there. Maybe you need to go to LSA, look at it, whatever. You know what I mean? So it is out there. She blocked the moderators or whatever. So she put the information there. So
you get additional charges put on you when you do certain things. Like, had she not jumped on top of her, that charge wouldn't have been on top of her. I forgot what that charge she got.
It was abduction.
Exactly. It's certain things you do that can make the situation worse. Like I said, had she just hit her and sent her running to the Uber,
abduction.
You would have got you would have. Huh?
I mean, abduction was not the right charge. It should never been charged because she did not actually abduct her. They just saying
it's not about that. It's not about that. It's like this. Look, it was a girl in my
city. A charge on somebody that they didn't do though.
Listen, it was a person in my city, and a person abducted. They didn't even abduct her. They hold her while she was on the train. You feel me? And at that stop, they were going to take her, but we got like guards on there and stuff, and they caught the situation, but they still got charged with abducting. Although they did not leave the train. When you hold somebody against their will, that is intention of abducting somebody. Even though you don't get to take them from one place to another, holding somebody against their will is like an abduct in a court of law. So I felt like certain things she should have did that could have made her situation less. Had she just hit her and sent her running to her Uber, she would be in less trouble. Had she stopped her camera and then handled the situation, she would have no other proof besides the shit from the Ihop, their camera, viewpoint. And not the audio. So it's certain things she did do that made her situation worse, plus the outside people calling into the place, making it worse too. So you got to put everything into a perspective and see this is why she got the punishment she got. You can't just say it's because of the ambush. It's certain things she did too.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is them calling up the jail and everything they did got the charges trumped up. That's what I'm saying.
We don't know that for sure though.
Oh, we know that for sure. We know that for sure. Trust.
They're not going to be like, do the high call volumes.
They told them if they kept calling up there, they themselves would be faced with a felony. So I mean, we got to state the facts, Lemon. Why would the DA say if y'all keep coming up here, keep calling up here, you yourself will be facing criminal prosecution? So I'm speaking. I'm just speaking the truth.
Yeah.
No DA is going to tell you that unless she knows that something is going on that's nefarious. That's not right. And I think this is like nobody had ever seen nothing like this in the criminal system where a whole bunch of people were over here calling on one person. So they thinking, damn.
Who is this person?
What did she do? So anyway, it is what it is. We're just revisiting the situation because it reemerged. So that's about it. Like I don't hold no opinion. I just don't like the fact that they tried to do what they did. So I don't know who, but
they didn't try to do what they did. If anybody had a plan to get anything in motion, it succeeded. Although the plan probably wasn't the original plan. So that you got to check that off the list. But I always look at stuff like this. Had she just chilled out and scoped the situation out and made sure she was safe to leave, she would be in a totally different situation today. You feel me? She would still be free. But
no,
she, like a lot of other people, once their personal space is violated, they don't give a fuck no more. They blank out. That's what happened. She just blacked out on the person, and she had to prove a point at that point. Unfortunately, it does come with consequences.
I disagree in a way because she may not. You never know, man.
But the court of law didn't see it that way. They looked at everything. Don't think just because hella people was calling up there that's not going to stop them from doing their due diligence to look up the whole situation and make sure this person is not a victim of the fuck shit.
Right.
They're not going to just charge her due to the fact that a whole bunch of people from YouTube or out from the outside start calling in and doing whatever they were doing. I don't know what they basically did when she was locked up.
That's not true, though. That's not true. That means that obviously you're a public nuisance in some way, and you may be potentially a public danger. Therefore, that is being highlighted to the court at that time. which is saying, okay, the charges in which or whatever got yourself into is definitely substantiated. You know what I'm saying? That was the first impression of everlasting. Is everlasting? That was the first impression of her. Then you got people calling in and saying this stuff. It definitely carries weight. It definitely carries weight. I think that definitely carries weight.
I think it carries weight to an extent. I don't think it carries weight to the extent that where her punishment is so severe. I don't think that the phone calls play such a huge role. It didn't.
Candy even told y'all that.
Who the hell is
Candy?
Candy?
The person that was in the court even told y'all that. The person that was in the courthouse even told y'all that.
Oh, the spy that came from somebody else's camp to basically try to get all the information. They basically said that due to the high call volume,
due to the high call volume, that's why she got the sentence that she got, because she was seen as a public nuisance, or was there someone that was doing something, that was a detriment to society. So. Yeah, so
I'm looking at all angles. I'm viewing your angle too. You feel me? Don't make it. I'm not just seeing my angle. I'm trying to see it from your point of view as well.
Basically, what they did was put her on the radar. Like, yo, this person is doing all this, and they always say, well, it must be true because why are all these people calling in here to substantiate, and they all have the same story. So.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they all called in and was like, "Hey, I just watched a video of this person from YouTube did X, Y, and Z."
No, they were talking about everything that she had done previously and prior, not just specific to that video.
So, what they trying to call in and give like a witness or a virtual witness statement?
Pretty much, and telling her why you should punish her and things like that. So yeah, it's. So
I hear you.
Yeah.
Situation crazy.
Only a culmination to what happened. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, y'all don't understand. That's what did they say? If you see something, say something, right? Some people saw something, they said something. Like, y'all gotta understand. People do that, and the courts, it would be negligent for the court not to take into consideration what the general public is saying about someone. That's they speak about that. That's why they have town hall meetings to address concerns.
I mean, I feel like this too. I feel like if there was people that called against her, there should have been people that called for her defense to say, hey, she was set up, she was actually being harassed, X, Y, and Z. So I feel like there should have been maybe some kind of support that could have helped her out too. If they can call and say negative things, then I'm pretty sure her people could have called and tried to, help her out in this situation. So clearly, if calls mattered, and y'all were privy to that people who didn't like her placing phone calls, why didn't her people step up to sort of put in a good virtual word to the judges or whoever was listening to help her situation be lighter?
You don't know if they did or not, but you got to understand the cause of outrage definitely outweighed the cause of support.
But if we don't know if they did or not, then you can't say that her sentence was based off of the high call volume too. And I get that Candy chick said it too. But is Candy 100% factual? Is she not a liar?
You gotta understand that affected the way in which she was even treated in jail. The girl called up there
on Candy?
Love Live and said that she was being shunned because so many people were calling to jail.
Is a Candy a known liar, or does she tell the truth? Because people do over embellish and shit too.
No. Let's go back to the fact that I just stated that GBS from herself called from the jail and said that because they were receiving so many calls that she herself is being treated wrong.
Oh damn!
So you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She was being shunned by the guards. They kept waking her up. Everything. So they were giving credence and they were giving validity to the calls that people were making, and they were using that on the way in which they were treating her. So don't think just now between what happened in the jail that don't cross over to the adjudication situation. Yeah, she was being ostracized. She was being treated bad in jail because of the calls they were doing to her. And the guards are mad because everybody kept calling up there and knowing them.
But let's look at the situation, right? She's only really banned off social media for 3 years. That's really not nothing. If you think of in what she got to do, like some psych evaluation classes too, to make sure she's sane or whatever. That's not really a big deal. She didn't have to do jail time, and as long as she abide by the rules, she'll be free after what 3 years. She could possibly get off on good behavior, probably do 2 and some change. That's cool. That give you.
Can I interrupt you for a second? I'm sorry, Lemon. I hate to do
Go
this. Miss Overstar, I don't know if you talking about me because I can't see what Summer Breeze is saying, but you're saying that I don't. Like I said, I don't know. This is problematic if true as some. He always flips on his supporters. So I don't know what you're saying about that is to me. And I can't see Summer Breeze because Summer Breeze has me blocked. But let me just tell you this. Just because you are a subscriber or you someone that frequents my channel doesn't allow you to disrespect me. And I can say what I want to say. I think I say it gracefully. I think a lot of things that I said in my chat would have definitely got you blocked elsewhere or got you cursed out. So I don't flip on anybody. Just because you have a point of view doesn't mean I'm not allowed to express mine. Okay, so like I said, Mr. All-Star, I don't know what she said to you, but I'm just I don't know. I'm just saying that because I know a lot of people are coming to me sideways in this chat. Okay, you say never. Oh, okay, all right. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because we do have people like to spin that narrative that I do flip on my supporters over here. That's not true. All right, Miss All-Star, my bad. I'm just trying to nip things in the bud because I can't see Summer Breeze. Hello. Oh, go ahead, Lemon, and then we'll introduce Lenore. Go ahead, Lemon. Sorry to cut you off.
Honestly, I forgot where I was. Go ahead. What's up, Lenore?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Sir King, I just wanted to say this. I mean, I understand that you have an opinion. Like we all have opinions, right, about what may have happened that day or what was going to happen that day. But if we just stick with the letter of the law, let's just stick like right there. Judges don't make determinations based on phone calls. People have to either be under oath in the courtroom providing witness statement, or they have submitted some sort of affidavit, which is also done under oath or a deposition. They do not call in, give opinions, and judges take that in consideration when making the determination of a verdict.
That's
They
not
have
true.
town hall
That's not
meetings,
true.
but town hall, no, that is very true.
That's
And
not
all
true.
you
That's
have
not
to do
true at
is
all.
Google it.
That's not true. They definitely take in when
No,
people
they
are being
don't.
a public nuisance or perceived public nuisance and are not, let's say, a danger to the community, but a nuisance to the community. They do take
No,
that
they
into
do not,
consideration.
Sir King.
They do
That is
factor
not how
that
the
into their.
law
They
is.
do
That is
factor. They
not
take
how
in
the law
all
is
factors.
determined.
Vina Nor, they take in all factors, and especially since
No,
this
they
wasn't a
don't.
jury trial, they definitely take that in.
No, they
Okay,
do
you can ask
not.
Candy. Candy was there. Were you
Candy
there, Vina
Love
Nor?
is not a DA, nor is
Yes,
she a
yes,
prosecutor, nor
they
is she an
do.
attorney,
Oh my
nor
God,
is
they
she a
take into
judge.
all consideration. They
And
take in
she
all
can say
factors.
whatever she wants to say, but that
They
doesn't
take in.
make it the
They
truth.
take in all factors. I'm sure the prosecutor, when he or
King,
she was
Sir
taking into
King,
account,
Google it. It's a simple Google search. Google it. It
we
is not.
know
It does
what.
not
Yes, they
happen.
do. Yes, they do. We even
No, they
heard it when
don't,
the
Sir
man
King.
called the judge's chambers for over there when the Mexico called the judge's chambers.
And you can call a judge's
Okay.
chambers, but that doesn't mean that the judge takes that in consideration
Oh,
when
whether it be
making a
consciously or
verdict.
unconsciously, it
Only
weighs
witness
into the person's
statements are
decision.
admissible, and they have to be done
Yes,
via
it means it
under
cannot
oath.
be submitted, but does it factor into the unconsciously or consciously into the decision? Yes, it does. They're not going to sit here and say, "Oh, okay, we're going to sit here."
Okay,
and
so now
we
we're
cite
talking
number
about implicit
examples.
bias. That's what you're talking about, implicit bias, because that's how court cases get moved from different jurisdictions, because they try to keep away from the public opinion. Public opinion, the court of public opinion is different than the court of law. They're two very different things. A town hall meeting is the court of public opinion. That is not what decisions
the
are
pretext.
made
I
of in
understand the
court.
context and where a town hall meeting fits into adjudication, right? But if there's officers at that town hall meeting that hears the public concerns, they themselves could then go to the court and express that.
But that's hearsay. It doesn't work like that.
That's not hearsay. If someone is saying they're selling drugs on the corner, you bring it to the officer's attention. Okay, and then people write in and say, yes, this person is telling judges and stuff like that. That's a public
That's not
record.
hearsay. That is a firsthand
Oh
witness a
Lord, here we
statement,
go.
right?
Okay.
What you are sitting here you can't spin a narrative to suit your argument. It's not
Let me go
true.
run to
If it's
Google
not
right
true,
quick,
it's not
y'all.
true.
I'm gonna go see what's up.
If it's not true, it's not true.
No, but also the prosecutor can use that as a means, as a way to why the sentence should be for that person.
You know what the prosecutor will do? The prosecutor can gather that information, but then the prosecutor has to come in with proof. And that proof has to be in the form of a deposition that's taken under oath, and it has to be a first-hand witness statement. They will not take a hearsay statement from you. So, in this case, I don't know how well you know Candy Love. I don't know if you met her in person.
Well, let
I
her
don't know
speak
if you
for
know
herself
anything
then.
about
Let
her
her speak for
background.
herself.
But
Let her
what I'm
speak for
saying to
herself.
you is this.
Let her speak for
Candy
herself then.
Love, you don't know whether she's telling you the truth or not, or if that
Well,
was
let
her
her speak for herself. But you're
interpretation of
speaking
it.
on something that you weren't even there. You weren't even there, were you?
Right, and neither were you. And
No, but
neither
she
were
is.
you.
But she
And so
was, right?
therefore, all
She
we can
was,
go
right?
based upon
She
is the
was, right?
decision that was made.
She was. Vita North, she was, right? She was, right?
Even if
Candy
she
was
was
there,
there,
right?
it doesn't make what she's saying the
Okay, but
facts.
you
The
just
fact
said
of the
neither.
matter
You said
is
you
they
weren't there.
don't.
I wasn't there. But
Sir
now
King,
she's
but the
here.
judge was
So we'll
there,
let her
and the
speak.
judge is the
We'll
one who
let her
makes that
speak. Go ahead, Candy. How you
determination.
doing? Let's hear what you got to say since you were the only one that was there.
But the judge makes the determination. It
No,
doesn't matter.
Candy, are you there? Go ahead and speak, Candy. Just tell us what you got
I'm
to hear
here.
since neither one said that you were there. Go ahead.
How you doing, SK? I'm not going to talk over Miss V, but I will say, and I've made this plenty of times, I didn't pick no sides. Like I said, when VS first got charged, she got charged with malicious wounding and she got charged with kidnapping. And I said, in Virginia, those are trumped up charges. When I heard that, I said on the person channel that I was moderating for that I will be going to that court hearing because I am very familiar with that court. Now, as far as once she got in there, her charges got dropped down to misdemeanors. She could have got 10 years. But you got to understand, in a commonwealth, the Commonwealth law don't care. They're going to make an example out of this young lady. And like I said, and I'll say it again because I've been saying it all day on Ms. Pizarro, on iBabe, I went the true story and not hearing it from nobody else. Now, the reason why she had to stay off of YouTube for 3 years since Miss V, no offense, said that people can't call in. People sent letters, emails. They were watching her videos while she was locked up. She even came online when she was online with Duchess Kelly Love and the recording got released with her talking. She did say they're looking at her kind of crazy. Now at court, the judge said, well, I see this as being like almost a nuisance. Part of her probation was when they got dropped down, and it was by Shireen, that not only did she have to do mental health evaluation, she had to stay off YouTube for 3 years. So if it didn't have nothing to do with YouTube, why was YouTube added into it? You see
That's
what I'm
not
saying?
what I said.
But
That's not what I
the
I see
judge,
said.
what you mean.
I know, but the judge did have proof that different camps, and yes, I'm gonna put it out. We have Sean Bradley camp, we had Tracy's camp, we had 5A camp. I don't know, half a goddamn, I'm sorry, Sir King. Oh my Lord. Half of YouTube did not like this girl. My thing was, it was sad to see, and she got the only white man. She didn't get the black woman judge. There was one black woman judge. She got the only white man who's been there the longest. He could have gave her 10 years, but part of her probation and agreement with Shireen that she would stay off YouTube for 3 years. This is what people don't want out. My thing is not to be against VS because to me, everybody's all in the beef. You know what I'm saying? And personally, I really feel that them charges get trumped up. And Sir King, you did say something that I've been saying from day one. Certain teams want you to be quiet. But where was that team? They keep saying that VS didn't want her there. But if some of her people was there and could talk for her, I can't talk for her. I didn't know her. I was there to view the story. I didn't want to hear another fake story on YouTube with lies about this woman's life. These people were already doing what they was doing to her.
Candy Love.
Yeah, go
Can
ahead.
I ask you a question?
Go
So
ahead.
the decision, though, was made based on the judge's witness of what he saw on YouTube, correct?
I'm gonna tell you the
You said
decision
he
was
played a video, right? And
no,
he watched the
he
video.
let me finish. He did not play a video in court. He looked at the victim. The victim was not allowed in the court, which was Shireen. She had to stay out with the officer who charged VS with malicious wounding, which Shireen said she scraped her eyeball. Then the kidnapping charges. Now, once the judge said he looked at both attorneys, and this is why I said VS should have never went in there with a court-appointed attorney. She should have had a real attorney that would have fought those charges. But basically, the attorneys had to work it out. The judge said, look, I done went through this. I done seen it. I seen what's going on. He had letters. People wrote letters from YouTube. That was taken in consideration. He mentioned that. But then he turned to her and turned to the attorneys and turned to the state and said, I'm going to let y'all work it out and let me know what y'all come up with an agreement. That's exactly how it was. But I do believe once she was locked up in that jail for that holding for them 10 days, you had the racist calling, asking her food, trying to get her number. You had so many people. And my whole thing was once it was over and after the court hearing, you had people calling the state attorney still trying to get more charges on her when the charges was on probation.
But my question is this. I heard Sir King and I thought I heard you say that the judge received these phone calls and looked at video footage and made a decision based on that. But now you're saying that didn't happen.
I'm going to tell you what the judge said. And his exact words was, I have emails, I've seen videos, and I've seen recordings. He looked at the attorney and he said, and let me tell you, he said he read every person's email. Okay? That judge was not playing. But he looked at the attorney, said, I'm going to give y'all the opportunity to come up with an agreement between the victim and the person who did the assault, which got turned down to a misdemeanor. So when a judge look at evidence, they're also looking at the thing as far as she was a nuisance on YouTube and bullying. This is what the whole thing was. They were saying she was a bully. That's what they're
people
doing.
saying it alone, though, isn't enough. He would have had to see it for himself as evidence. Taking a phone call to a judge is not going to make a determination. I stick by that.
Let me tell you.
I stand by that.
Do you know how many people called in on that woman?
I believe you. I'm not saying they didn't call in.
I know, but do you know how many videos was sent? And it wasn't videos just of the fight. It was videos to show her character. To show her character.
Exactly.
And the bad part is nobody in her group erased those videos before she got up there with that judge.
But it wouldn't have mattered if they had erased it, if they wanted to use that as evidence, if the prosecutors wanted to use it as evidence, they could gather it.
Exactly. But here we go back again. This is why I say, as far as the judge, he said he's seen everything from the videos to the emails. And what somebody do, if a person cannot be there and somebody have a case against you, more like a character or as far as a witness that she has done this to, that person can write into the judge and give what they got going if she has an ongoing case. So you got to understand that Fi Babe says she has a case, which is what? Basically a restraining order on her. That was one person who wrote in. That was one person who had her followers constantly giving like what had happened, all that. But a judge going to take an order, because if not, that YouTube 3 years wouldn't have been in the equation. It wouldn't have been in the equation. It would have just been her malicious wounding and far as her trying to kidnap. But it got brought down to basically she needs to do therapy basically for 3 years. But in Virginia, and you on good behavior, I'm going to say this again, you can get out early. It's not, you don't, a lot of times if that
Same here.
if that therapist say she's been doing good, she's been holding, she ain't been on YouTube, she's been following all your rules, and her exact words to the judge, YouTube is her business. That's why the judge said, what? Basically, she said YouTube was her business.
Let me interject real quick. If YouTube didn't matter and he wasn't swayed, then why was that the terms of the conditions of her probation?
Exactly.
Well, the terms, look, if you, Sirkin, what you said specifically was that the phone calls are what made a determination. That is not what makes a determination. Do you know there are
I said the calls, the letters, and everything else is what factored into her decision.
Let me just say this. If there are high profile court cases that happen all the time, people who are much more high profile than a VS, okay? There are always people calling in or emailing or what have you. If judges were making determinations based on random phone calls and random letters, if they're not presented as a form of evidence by the prosecutor themselves or by the defendant's attorney themselves,
okay,
it's not considered as
you
part
just
of the
illegitimized your statement. Then why would YouTube factor in then? If it was, if you're saying
factored in because everything happened on YouTube and her behavior was displayed on YouTube over a number of years. That's why YouTube was a factor. Shireen knew her from YouTube. Everything was about YouTube. It was on YouTube that day.
That's not true.
On YouTube after the fight.
Their interaction
multiple times after that. And things led up to the fight. So all of that has to do with YouTube.
Look, Candy just said that the judge took into the calls, took into consideration the video. She took into consideration the calls, the letters, and the video.
King, I just specifically asked her.
Okay, you want to weave. Okay, you want to weave in and out. Okay, so let's weave in. And then no, you want to weave in and out. So let's take away the calls in. Okay, you want to focus on the calls. Let's focus on
what you said.
let's focus on the calls.
On what you said.
Let's focus on the calls. You want to say now we're saying the letters and he saw the videos.
If the letters are presented by the attorney as form of evidence,
you're going to say
that's when they are
took
considered.
That into consideration. He said he was aware of it. They'll let you know.
He's aware of it because the prosecutor had to have submitted it to him.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Anything else you want to say, Candy? Anything else you want to say, Candy Love? Anything else you want to say? You want to dismiss that fact. You want to dismiss that fact. The judge is saying he's aware of it. He's not knowledgeable of it and stuff like that. And you want to just ignore that, like, oh, it doesn't matter. But he's saying that he knows of it. He knows of that information.
King, he knows of it because it was presented to him as a form of evidence. You can best believe Shireen made sure that there were certain things that were presented.
I would like Candy to speak on that fact of all that. She didn't say anything that what Candy said. I mean, what Shireen said or what was presented on Shireen's side. So,
well, what Candy did say was that phone calls were not considered. Which
you're going to focus on that part. Okay, you're going to focus on that part. Okay.
Or any type of affidavit that's
we're talking about various forms of communication sent to the judge to alert him of the situation. Okay.
I tell you what. How about you just look it up on your own and forget what I say, Candy Love says, or anybody says.
We have a person that was there. What best information, what best reliable source is someone who was actually there and saw for themselves?
An attorney or a judge. That's who.
And a witness.
She's a witness to the hearing, but you're still.
How are you going to get an attorney and a judge to speak on the situation when there's attorney-client privileges at bay? We're going to do that when there's attorney-client privileges at bay, and we cannot, hinder that or ruin that. We can't infringe on that.
You can't infringe on what?
We can't infringe on attorney-client privileges. They're not going to give us any information. We have a witness. Candy, go ahead, Candy.
Y'all got a good argument.
No, she wants to sit up here and negate one form of communication. He let you know that he was informed or apprised of the information through what video, through what letters, and probably telephone calls.
How do you think he got those videos and those letters, Sir King?
Go
And
ahead,
who
Candy.
did
Now.
those benefits, Sir
They,
King?
I did. Well, it's not too hard if you figure out who the judge is on the case. Then you can send it to him. It's not too hard.
But Sir King, who do you think presented it to him?
You can send it to him. It's not that hard.
Okay.
Go ahead, Candy.
Okay, I'm also y'all good. I'm also going to say this. As far as, like I said, it was between I guess, the state attorney and her court-appointed attorney basically had to come to agreement. But when somebody already have a case on you and those people submit evidence stating that this person is doing it to this person too, basically it's getting
Mm-hmm.
added to her case. You see what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
Yep.
But as far as what I know, that's why I said, ooh, when I was doing the live, and I said, look, I'm not picking those sides. I just want the truth be known that in Virginia, you got black men getting locked up for a little piece of joint for 12 years. Do you understand me? They
Mm-hmm.
don't care. Basically, they don't care if you're a woman. They're looking at your color. So in this
Mm-hmm.
area where this IHOP situation did happen, it is a more predominantly conservative Caucasian neighborhood. And probably 2 days before that, if you look up the information, there was a shooting at one of these prominent Caucasian restaurants. So they wasn't taking no umph. Like I said, it would have been nice if she would have just turned that camera off, but
Mm-hmm.
that's not what happened. And Shireen did not go in court. She couldn't see VS. She was considered a victim.
Mm-hmm.
And the police officer who took her sworn statement
Mm-hmm.
is the one who was with Shireen while she was in another room. Do you see what I'm saying? The officer didn't even come in. Basically, it's the state attorney and then her attorney come out there after she talks to her. But they did specify, and she specified on that call that people was calling while she was
Mm-hmm.
locked up just in the jail part waiting for those 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, to this day, I really don't think, and Sir King, man, I don't want to bring up his name on TS channel. Somebody sent the video to him and he put it up to roast her. So if you go look at that video, everybody's talking about a white car. It was never a white car in the parking lot. It was a white van. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I said people are spinning narrative. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? I don't know that part. All I know
But,
is that I went for the truth in the courtroom, because if that lady would have got those trumped up charges, maybe I could have did something, because right in that dang building is the state attorney's office. And once this was over, I said to everybody, even if you call now and say, oh, she's on YouTube, and you call her probation officer in the state of Virginia, you're the one who's going to get in trouble. You got to prove she's on YouTube. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I said you keep seeing people spinning there. Oh, she's on YouTube. Well, she's got to be on YouTube and you have to prove it. You know what I'm saying? But the state attorney office will go after her because these people have made statements and calls that are on record. Do you feel me? You get what I'm saying?
I have a question about this van and this car. Like, what do we even know? Like, how do we even know that van has anything to do with anything? I'm just
Exactly.
curious.
Exactly. Everybody's keep hollering, oh, it was a white car. No, it was a white van out there. But like I say, and I'll say it to the day,
wait, how do you know this though? Because let me just say this: Trish was the one that put out that there was a white Hyundai,
no, it wasn't a Honda. If you watch the video, there's a white van in the parking lot next to her, on the other side of her truck, which was a white Bronco. You can't miss it. It was
But
another white van.
I mean, obviously there were other cars in the parking lot too. There were people in the restaurant. There's other
There was
stuff in
people
the
in the
area.
restaurant. Yep,
So
yep.
of
But
course there are
the
cars out there.
narrative
I don't
is
know why
that,
that
oh,
matters.
or she was going to get kidnapped. Who knows what the narrative was? All
Yeah.
I know is what went on in that courtroom. Like I said, I don't know what people's intentions were. I know people never liked her. I follow VS first way back in the club efficiency days. And like I said, she had cool points, but she did do a lot of dirt to people and people wanted revenge. I'm just sorry. But I did notice I went on Miss Pizarro's today because Lady Snoop brought up my name. And the problem is that her narrative, I think she's the one who gave the video to Tommy in the first place. But her narrative is being spent that is way off. I still feel Kiki knows a little part. And every time you bring it up, the girl breaks down and cry. She don't want to talk about it. It was suspicious. But like I said, VS knew Kiki because her name was Glitter back in the day. Way back in the day. She basically said she wanted to kill VS, but nobody noticed that. But everybody want to keep that on hush hush. That's why I said this stuff goes back farther. And that's why I said certain teams, when I went on Pizarro, she brought, I'm going to just say B up on the thing, talking about, oh, you should be following her. Let me tell you, I'm going to tell y'all again. If it's in my state and I go to the court every other day and I see it happen, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. The lady has a right to have the real stuff put out about her, not no lies.
Well, this is what I have always said, and I've said it 1,000 times, is that obviously something fishy was going on with that whole thing with Kiki. Like, obviously she was untruthful multiple times in that original live before they even went to the restaurant. Obviously something was, trying to get set up. And I have said that even here, and Sir King, I've said it to you. Look, I don't doubt that. But at the end of the day, what ended up transpiring, that's all on VS. That's really not anybody else's fault but VS. Because as soon as Shireen walked away, even if she showed up unannounced, uninvited, was inappropriate, antagonizing, when she left that booth, it was a wrap. It's done at that point. If you follow her out, now you're the aggressor. If you put your hands on her, you are now breaking the law. So all of those things are on VS at that point. I don't dismiss the fact that something fishy, something wrong, something just did not add up about the Kiki situation. And my thing is this, what you're saying, Candy, it doesn't surprise me about, something that may have transpired, years prior, whenever it was, because if someone will lie 3 and 4 times within a 30-minute period or whatever she was on that live, how can you trust anything? Like, oh, I really loved her, or I really liked her, or I had a crush on her, or I didn't, or whatever it is. You can't trust anything at that point. So, all of that's fishy, but at the end of the day, only VS has VS to blame for what happened. So
interesting. That's all I can say. Interesting. I mean, you are right. I'm not gonna lie, you are right. But the interesting part is, like I said, we all was watching that video when she was home curling her hair, getting ready to go see Kiki, and basically Kiki saying lies. To me, Kiki looked like she was high as a kite. I don't care what nobody say. She was all over. She was slurring. She was lying. Then she said her man wasn't there, but her man was there, and she was like, "Come to my house. Don't come to my house." You know what I'm saying? So all that other stuff, I know, we wasn't the only one to see it. But my thing is, for some reason, she made the opportunity that she was going to meet up with this girl. And still what throws me off to this day, when that girl left the table, Shireen act like she wanted to shake Kiki's hand. That's why I was like, what the hell? And Kiki didn't get up to go see what the fight was about. That's the part that threw me off. If y'all watch, she put her hand out, and Kiki, she was like, okay, I'll see you later.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
She
I was
said,
like,
you look nice. She said something like, you look
something
nice.
like, you look nice. You're right. She did say you look nice, and she put her hand out. But if VS followed her out that door, why Kiki didn't get up? Because anybody, even if I'm not that cool and I know the person I'm with get up to go, handle her business, I'm going to go see. I'm going to help or do what I got to do. But that's not what happened. That's what not happened. So I don't know if it was as far as the setup, they knew about it. People, link. I don't know, but I know in court what happened. And my whole thing was, y'all better not give this black female, even though she was wrong, no kidnapping charges. And she said malicious wounding. I guess she was saying something. Her eyes was almost gouged out. That's what she was saying. That's what's in the police report. So it's public. Y'all can go look at it.
Why did she lie though and said that she was invited up there?
I don't know. That's what
she said that in a report or something.
Yeah.
No, Yeah, and the bad part about it is this is what I said, the behind the scenes stuff, because evidently she was texting, she was Instagramming her about furniture. So this is what I say, the stuff behind the scene that we are not privy to hear. We really don't know what happened, but the girl showed up for some reason in an Uber. So I wouldn't, come on now, in an Uber, if you're gonna do something, I wouldn't show up
Well,
in no
this is
Uber.
why she showed up in an Uber. She said she has a medical condition and she cannot drive.
Got you. Got
Yeah.
you. Okay. But you also got to understand, Sir King, she knew a lot of people in that office. That court itself, everything is in one
What office?
big building. The
Oh,
court, the state
oh,
attorney, the any your public defenders, all that is in one big office. But she knew people there. She knew people. And a lot of people, like I said, there was only, of course, VS had her little team as far as her family members and the one lady who supported her. But it was me, Sean Bradley had somebody there, and it was another girl who was real shy and timid. But I had to keep talking to the bailiff. So this is why I know, because basically he was like, "Are you waiting?" I said, "Yeah, I'm sitting here waiting." Basically, they see me kept writing notes. Actually, I was doing my bills, but I was writing notes, and he kept saying, I was like, "Is it okay if I sit in here?" And every time he would come to me, he said, "You're fine. You can sit here even if you don't have a case. Just like if you go to Judge Judy, you could go in any courtroom to hear a case. Whatever come out, the outcome is not what, I didn't put that girl there. I didn't put neither one of them women there. But I was going to get the real story and not no lie on YouTube. But I still see people still spinning this narrative. Like, oh my goodness. It's like, and they're still trying to find a reason to do more harm to this girl. But if she's not on YouTube, basically the state attorney is going to come after you if you made a character witness statement saying that this woman is doing something. The state of Virginia gonna go state to state to who these people are. Virginia is a commonwealth. They will spin tail up. It's just the facts. That's why I said her charges was trumped up. The girl could have got 10 years, and lucky she only got 3 years probation on a court-appointed attorney. It could have been worse.
Yeah.
But other than that,
That's
Sir
true.
King, it's nice, and Lemon, it's nice being on y'all chat. People ain't gonna want to listen to me because I used to
No, I'm
moderate.
listening to you.
I
I'm
know,
listening to you. I
I
just
know.
didn't know who you were. That's why I was like, is this Candy Woman? Is she believable?
Oh,
Because some people be here for a minute and they disappear. We never hear from them again. But due to the fact you're still here and your
right.
story is still the same, that means
It's still
that
the same.
you're
It's
telling the
not going
truth.
to change. A lot of people don't
Um,
like it because I used to moderate from Heidi and I used to roast and gag, like joning or cracking on people when they come in the chat. But other than that, I don't do that no more. Like I said, I apologize to 7 stars. I don't do that crap no more. Like I said, I try to help people, but some people I do see right now, they'll say, "Oh, don't talk about this situation," or "I'm not going to talk about this situation." But you see that this situation is coming up because it started on your platform. You feel me?
yeah.
Like, really? But other people can't talk about it. People want to talk about it. That's the problem. Get it out. Even if the woman do come back good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is in the drama over here. Everybody.
Yep.
So, like I said, it was never no hard feelings. I just know VS knew of me because you know what she was saying in chat all the time? I'm going to pop that candy. She could never get me. She could never block me because I wouldn't go on her chat. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was funny. That's why,
Okay. Well,
Heidi got.
can I ask you 2 questions though? There's 2 burning questions. One is like, why did you fall out with Heidi? Okay.
Okay. The first one, the reason why I fell out to Heidi, because she spent this narrative. Basically, I fell out with Heidi because I told her to stop picking with that woman. When Heidi went live, I didn't know Heidi made shirts of this woman. I didn't know once this stuff was done, and even if a lot of people watched that live, Heidi was like, "Well, I don't want her to get what she gonna get if she do get it." But now all of a sudden, I hate that B, or I don't like her. That to me, you was just trying to do clicks and views. And I can't sit up there and cape for somebody and help somebody in a chat, and you out here picking fights with people. And like I said, every person that VS didn't like, I see where they ran over to somebody's platform now, spinning new narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is whack and is weak. I don't want to know you slept with some producer. You didn't even sleep with the producer. Let's be honest. Where's the second interview? I'm still waiting on that. But yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Lemon. When they be putting out these narratives, and then other
Yeah.
people's like, "Yeah, she's telling the truth." We know that's a lie. Come on now.
So let me ask you this: the burning question is, I'm not trying to be, shady
Go
or
ahead.
messy in the
Go ahead.
situation. Okay, why isn't Heidi on the show? Like they said
You
to be
know
ready.
what? I'm gonna be honest, Sir King. I didn't know nothing about the show. What I knew about when Nicole Tyler and that show that she was trying to put together. As far as this show, I don't know nothing about. But I do know that she really didn't like SB. A lot of people didn't like SB. I don't look at people personally. Like I said, I have no hard feelings for nobody. I'm not a content creator. I'm a subby and used to be a moderator. But I don't know why she left the show. You know what I'm saying? But if it was about money, most people would like to get paid up front. So I don't know
Yeah.
people who do the show for free. This is a bunch of bull if you ask me. But hey,
But
they knew what they.
Candy,
Mhm.
were you modding though at the time they went to the show? I thought you
No,
weren't modding for
no,
her at that
no, no.
time. Okay,
I
so
haven't
you didn't
mod.
know.
I'm gonna be honest. It's almost been a year and a month. A year and a month. I haven't been on that lady channel, and I refuse to be my. Well, on site did mod me up because she get to know who the people is. But other than that, I don't mod people's channel. I don't do it. I refuse to do it. You
Hmm.
know, like I said, I go to people and I mostly stay in the bushes. But yeah, I seen some crap today, when I went on there to tell Lady Snoop her narrative she's spinning is wrong because I remember VS was going after you, Lady Snoop. So now all of a sudden you caping for VS? Why is that? So when I went on Miss Prezar chat, all of a sudden Bree showed up to cuss me out. You shouldn't have went to the court. I'll say it like they said for Trump. If I see somebody vote for Trump, I'm gonna hit him in the head and I'll do it again and I'll do it again. I'm gonna show up.
Wait, the issue I have with that argument is that anybody's welcome into, as far as I know, anybody
Into a
is welcome
courtroom.
into a public courthouse, in the courtroom.
Exactly. You can go to any. That's why I said they said, "Oh, you went by VS house." That when I rolled by, everybody seen the video. Did I knock on that woman door? You hear me on the video? I'm not walking on that woman door. What I need to knock on her door for?
Okay,
I
but
told
let
her.
me ask,
What
but
made
Mhm.
you
why
drive
did
by
you
her
drive
though?
by? Why did you drive by?
This is the whole thing. See, what people don't understand. If y'all remember when VS was calling child services on Heidi, and Heidi went live, and she called the police. Do everybody remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
When she called the police, Heidi was trying to get paperwork on VS. Everybody already knew VS address. I mean, today I heard 4 other people. JT Little Sis 45 had her address. People have been trying to get at her. So when I rode by, I said she still live there, but Heidi wanted me to drive by because she wanted to send some paperwork to VS about harassing her. I said, I'll ride by, but I'm not knocking on that woman's door. And they can call me the do girl or whatever. I mean, come on. It's a
But what was
cul-de-sac.
riding by going to prove? You,
Riding
I mean,
by proved that if you watch the video that she still lived there with a white Bronco. She still lived there. What the hell? I ain't knocking on her door. You
okay,
had
so you were
people.
Wait a
just trying
minute,
to
wait,
see
wait.
if the white Bronco was there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I call it a white Bronco. I don't know if it's
but didn't you say white Bronco
She
was parked
OJ
next to
now.
her?
what you well, me and Heidi did a story. We kept calling it the OJ Simpson Bronco
Yeah.
running from the cops, but it wasn't a Bronco. I think it was like some type of Jeep. It was some type of Jeep though. It was out there. And I'll say this again, you had people also contacting her landlord.
Oh,
Okay. See, people don't want to say all that. My whole thing was I didn't want this woman to get charged with something she shouldn't have got charged, trumped up charges. Like I said, I wish that, and I don't like to bring up the group. I follow VS. I didn't follow TSCC. I follow VS. I watch VS every day. I wasn't in the chat. So I knew of VS and she knew of me. And my whole thing is like anybody want to say, no, I'm not stalking her, but I hope right now she has moved. I hope that she has moved to a different spot. I hope that she has started over somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
But
This is what I
Candy,
hope. Hmm.
let me ask you though. You're saying that you drove by to prove that the car was there and she lived there,
Uh,
and that you,
basically,
but that
ba-
you didn't want her to be charged with something that, like, how were you going to stop that? I'm just
no, no, no,
curious. What were you going
no.
to say or do?
I wasn't gonna stop it because evidently from the recordings they came and got that chick in the morning. That's why I said, why are you on live and you're making a live? They're going to still come get you. In the state of Virginia, even if the victim say, I don't want to press the case no more, in the state of Virginia, they're still going to come get you. It's not that the victim, Shireen, pursued the case. The state, which was the officer who seen the scratch on her eye, pursued the case and kept going.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. But they gather information and they take her, her account
Her
of things
statement,
and any proof she can provide.
Right. And
they use.
Right. And as far as that other content creator, I don't want to keep naming her name because I really don't talk about the chick. She like, dead air to me now. But my whole thing was she needed an address. And as a friend, I was like, yeah, she's still there. I didn't pull up her address. I didn't give her your address. Basically, I said, she's still in there. But you said you got paperwork on her. Like I said, all these people said they have paper. But during the time of us going to the court hearing, that content creator was like, I hope she don't get those charges. I hope this don't happen to her. So what is it? That's what I'm saying. Are you picking and choosing just because you go on this person's platform? Now you want to dog this person out? That's why I'm like, That's why I couldn't see the SB situation. You didn't like him. So why are you trying to hang with him? To sell products? Get out of here.
So when you drove by, was it the day of the court hearing, or you're saying a separate day you drove by?
No, that was the day of the court hearing. I had to go through that town to get to the damn court. You see what I'm saying? You had to go through there to get to the court.
So you beat her to the courtroom. That's what you're saying. Because if her car was still there, you passed her house and she hadn't left yet.
I didn't even go in that courtroom until the last minute, because the way they have the court set up, basically, you know how you get a plane ticket or you get a train ticket, it's like computerized. So basically it's up there. So if the case come up, then your name come up computerized. It's not like a regular paper docket. This thing is in the whole courthouse where you see and somebody was saying they was going to show up with her fur coat, whatever. I knew that chick wasn't going to show up because her man told her no. You know what I'm saying? I already said I'll go, and I said I'll give the detail, but I'm going to be honest. That's why when I gave the detail, I said I'm not picking sides. And I told her that. And after that, basically she said that's when she fired me or whatever. I walked away anyway. I seen the setup when she started asking for cash apps. And I'm like, what the hell you asking for cash apps for? I don't need no damn money. But she was asking for cash apps. So it was a little crazy. Yeah. But I would say this. I didn't wish no harm, even with Shireen, I don't know what the background issue was, but there was something. And evidently there's a lot more players. But I do see a certain group trying to keep stuff quiet. And I don't understand why. You don't want certain people to talk about it. But get it out. So if she do come back, let her explain what happened. But she needs to hear what was going on from different peoples and different point of view. Because like I said, still to this day, Kiki looked high to me and drunk. I don't care what nobody say. There's no way.
That was probably the only way for her to pull off something like this, is to be in that state of mind.
It was crazy. And that one lady who came on screaming like, don't go over here, don't go. Whoever that lady was, she was crying.
Missy Lane, yeah.
Yeah, she was crying, telling her it's a setup. So she knew.
Oh God!
You see, you didn't watch the video.
No, I didn't see that. I'm sorry. No.
Yeah, but a lot of people kept saying it was a setup, and I don't know as far as QB. Like I said, that was his moderator. That was his people. I don't know, and all I know is that, like everybody say, Phi Baby the only one had a case against her. And then you had, SB, of course, he was trying to get his case against her. So, and then you got the followers who are looking to back up the person that their content creator is. You see what I'm saying? And these people have big followings. It's not like, so who knows? But all I know is now in the state of Virginia, if you're doing good, you can get out early. Okay. And that's the part they don't want out. And I'm going to say it again. Phi Babe so-called restraining order is over in February. Okay. Mm-hmm. So that's why I think a lot of this is coming up, trying to get charges on a woman that ain't on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. They're going to keep trying.
Well, Phi Babe probably feels like she wants it extended because she's not on YouTube for a reason.
But you got to prove that this person is still doing stuff. And right now, to me, it seems like Babe is using her group, the old past group, to prove this. But like I'm saying, if the group ain't supposed to talk about it, why they all talking about it? But nobody else can talk about it. You see what I'm saying? Or you're inviting the person that was part of the mess, that was there and was with the mess. Or you're you see what I'm saying? That was part of the mess, that was there and was with the mess. Or you're inviting the person that was part of the mess, that was there and was with the mess.
Hello?
Yeah, that
we
was
hear you.
yeah. I heard the echo. But I would say this, V, it was nice talking to you, Lemon. Sir King, like I said, my old channel used to be Candy Love 1717. I erased that. I only go in 2 people chat, and Sir King knows either I, Babe, or Deanna. Other than that, I don't mess with nobody else. It's too many narratives going on and too much, you know what I'm saying? I'll wait to see what the lady say, if she even come back on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But I seen the setup. I mean,
Right.
I even, like I said, that handshake or that hand tap,
Mm-hmm.
that threw me off. And right there, I didn't believe neither one.
So can I ask you this? Do you think they knew each other? They knew of each other, obviously.
I really feel they knew of each other because Shireen was in a lot of people chats. I do believe that. And that's the whole thing now, as far as Diamond, the Diamond lady, and Kiki knew each other. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep listening to these narratives, but it ain't for me to say. Only thing I can say what happened in court. And like I said, I'm glad the lady didn't get 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, if somebody came to my table and somebody was acting all, even though she didn't touch her, but if you come into my table and I invite you, we got a problem. I'll say
Yeah,
that
but
to
we
anybody.
got a problem right there. We got a
We
problem
already
right in
got a
that moment.
Exactly.
Yeah,
At
but
the
they said
table,
it
we
was
have
a
a
good
problem.
thing that she didn't fight because she would be facing child endangerment charges as
Right.
well.
If she would have
Okay.
fought in that establishment, Ihop would have put charges on her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She would have had more charges. But I really wish that they would have met up somewhere like in a damn park.
Oh Lord.
You know what I'm saying?
Very old school, yeah.
Old school, met up in a park at a bench and just go at it. You know what I'm saying? If you pull out your Glock and she pull out a knife, I don't know, but it's like it was too much attention. It was too much show. And then when you kept recording on YouTube, so many people was recording that for their own evidence against you, basically.
Yeah.
And a lot of people still have that recording, and a lot of others.
And during the fight, she sort of didn't have remorse. She sort of was kind of prideful about the attack that she put on this person while holding them down. So that comes
And
that plays
was
into a factor
exactly.
too. You know what I mean? Because it shows your mindset. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you're trying to defend yourself or you're trying to get
Mhm.
away from something, your audio will prove that that's what was going on. But you were like, yeah, she was like, her adrenaline was rushing. So she was
Yeah.
just speaking freely, not realizing that you were still being recorded. And
I'm gonna
they
give you
listened to that.
right. And I'm gonna give you one fact that you did say, Lemon. In the state of Virginia, if you're holding someone down, that's against their will.
Yep.
That's everywhere
Same
almost.
out. That's everywhere. Yep.
Yeah,
That's
It
against
everywhere.
doesn't
their
matter if
will.
you took them somewhere. You don't have to take them nowhere.
But
Holding them down.
if
Yeah.
you're holding that person down and you're dragging that person, that's abduction in the state of Virginia. If you're pulling that heifer and that wig ain't coming off and you're that's abduction. This is why I say people need to learn their laws. Like each state is different. People really need, when you deal with a Commonwealth state, they look at your color first. I don't care what nobody say.
Most courtrooms look at your color first. I mean,
Well,
let's
I'll
not
tell
even
you.
go past that.
Look, I'll tell you this.
Facts.
That courthouse had one Spanish judge, which I hoping she was getting. It was a lady. The rest was conservative white men who's been there on that bench for years, and they wasn't taking no excuse. They was not. They didn't even. She couldn't even talk. Her court appointed attorney had to talk. She just said she guilty or not guilty. You know what I'm saying? I
And
seen one.
she did give up her information too. She did give it to like I don't know who she was giving her information to. BS, but she did like kind
a
of give her.
receptionist or whatever.
Okay.
Or the hostess.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like she just beat the person up, held them down, and then fled the scene. She did provide her information, so it should have played into effect. But clearly, they saw all that and still realized, look, we gonna hit her with the maximum.
But you know what, Lemon? Even in the state of Virginia, just like when you have an abusive relationship, if the assault victim and the wife be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna press charges on him," let it
That's
go.
right. The
The
state will
state's
still
still gonna
decide.
come after you, and
That's
that's
right.
how it is,
Right.
Virginia. The state gonna come
Okay.
after you. Even if Shireen would have dropped it and said no, the state's still gonna come after you. They're gonna
Exactly.
make you spend your coin. I'm sorry, but my whole thing was, I just feel that even though these people was calling and writing, and we got an answer today that VS didn't want nobody to say nothing. But I think if she would have had more supporters there, it would have helped her a little bit more. I really
That's what
do
I was trying
believe
to
it.
say.
But what if
Because
the
I was going to
order
say,
was that
The
nobody
supporters wouldn't have been
support?
able to speak.
They wouldn't have been able to speak, but they would have been able to give their statement in writing right there for the judge. Yes, they would have. Yes, they would have.
But if
He didn't
she's a
have nothing but statements from emails and freaking YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying? And an assault victim, as they were saying, basically she was malicious wounding. These were some serious charges. These was 10 years. And like I said, I was too busy joning the damn, sorry, Sir King. I was joning the damn court appointed attorney because she had on the thickest ass stockings and the witch's shoes. I'm like, what the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? When you go and you got federal charges on you and they're not misdemeanor, you're gonna go with somebody dressed. You know what I'm saying? This lady looked just like she was from Mary Poppins. That's all I'm saying. Hell, I'm being honest. But other than that, thank y'all for letting me on your platform. I will not be talking about this no more. Run
and
with
I
the
feel you.
narrative. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not talking about this no more. Only thing I say is I'm just glad she didn't get 10 years. A
Yeah.
black woman, you know what I'm saying? Even though she did her stuff, that's just me. She should do the time for the crime she did do, but 10 years? Nah. And you got
And like
kids? Mm,
and like
My
you
whole
said, good behavior and stuff like that. She probably won't have to do the whole thing. You know what I mean?
exactly.
So
And
you
that's
take that
coming
into
around,
consideration.
right? You know that's
Mhm.
coming around, right? See, that's what I
Yep.
keep telling everybody. But that's when I get shut up and get kicked off live, or somebody show up on the live like, "Ooh, she don't know what she talking about." Look, I know what I'm talking about. Okay,
Yeah.
she can get off early. If
Yep.
if her if her counsel, who she was supposed to get, her therapist, says she's fine, she's okay, she's got a clean bill of health, her mind is right, her mind is set. He gonna say, okay, we're gonna let you go, but she ain't gonna notify everybody to that. She could be off now. You know what
But
I'm
I
saying?
do want to say this: if she is able to come back, due to the fact that YouTube was a huge highlight into her whole situation, they're definitely going to be watching her every move. You feel me? She's not going to
Exactly.
be
Well, I
the
would hope
same.
that something
Mhm.
like this would change your whole life. If
It
if
should.
if, if
It
this
It
should.
doesn't
should.
change your
It
life
should.
and the way you want
But
to move, even if you have a talent or a knack for YouTube,
uh,
there's several other sectors you can be a part of.
for
If
real,
you,
Right.
I would imagine you wouldn't want to immerse yourself back in the same shit that got you riled up in the first
Right.
place, that would put
yeah.
you in this predicament. That
And
just
you
No,
wouldn't
I
know
be
what?
feel you.
smart.
And this is why I say, V, I hope the lady has moved. I don't know if she did. I hope she has moved. You see what I'm saying? Like today, somebody released in somebody's chat somebody's Florida address. Like I said,
Wow.
these people don't care or whatever. But like I said, you gonna mess with the wrong one. Like I said, some people show their guns. A lot of people don't show their guns. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about it. We just hold it.
At all. Yep.
We don't. And I see a lot of people just talking. Like, you talking, you got this. No, we don't talk about it. We'll wait. We'll wait.
Right. Show
And
up.
like depending on your sign, I'm a patient waiter. Okay, I wait.
Exactly.
But I wish her whatever luck she is, her group, you know what I'm saying, and everybody else. This is just YouTube. This is entertainment. Like, I'd rather hear something that's going on in the world that I can laugh and giggle about. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I like to talk about Carmelo Anthony's son, how he got that big ass necklace he got. Good Lord, for Christmas. But people ain't gonna talk about that. I don't know if y'all seen that with the basketball spin with all them diamonds.
No, I didn't. I was too busy focusing on my real
Oh
family. I didn't even pay
goodness,
attention. What's up?
Mm.
goodness. But yeah, y'all enjoy y'all night, and thank you, Sir King, Lemon, and V. You had a good point of view. I love it. Y'all have a good one.
All
You
right.
too. It was
All
Thank
right,
good
you,
thank
chatting
you
with
for coming
you.
through. Take care.
Sir King and Lemon. I'm leaving too. I just I hope that people will just stick with the facts
Burn.
and stop with the narratives too, because I think that what everybody wants to do is try to figure out and imagine certain scenarios that none of us know to be true. We just know something was fishy, but the fact that it keeps getting brought up over and over and over again just seems stupid to me. But that's just me. All right.
Well, people keep releasing facts that get things started back up again. So
say it again. I'm sorry, I missed that part.
People keep releasing facts that get things back started up again. So.
Yeah, I mean, it is the biggest thing that happened over here, and every time something do come out, I think the story will reignite every single time due to the fact there is still key players around. But for the outsiders, I feel like it put us in like we speculate. So all we could do is speculate and say the story could have went like this, or this was in motion, and this person did this, and did you see this? And
right,
we trying to connect the pieces, so it'll be a never ending story until people actually own up and say, hey, this is what happened. Until then, we got to just put the puzzles together, put the pieces together to the puzzle. You know what I mean?
Or until then, we keep asking the questions: why did you lie? Why did you lie? Why did you lie?
Now that's the better questions.
Yeah.
But I just think, like, when we talk about this van or this car out there, I'm sure there were a lot of cars. There were people everywhere. So I don't understand why we care about a car.
I kind of want to go watch this video now. You feel me? Just to see if this even play a part.
It's key because why do you need to go get your eyebrows done? But you were buying time.
But that doesn't mean the car. Look, I agree with you, Sir King. There was something weird was happening with old girl from the moment she got on that live. No doubt about that. It's just that we don't know what was in play. That's all I'm saying. So all we're doing is speculating. That's all I'm saying. Because I doubt that you can trust anything that she'll tell you.
So if y'all bringing up this van for other purposes, like we won't even say the words, but let's just say that is what y'all insinuating. I doubt that they would try to attack a military trained. I think she's taller than 5'9", right? In broad daylight. So most shit like that be done at night. You don't do that shit in broad daylight and self-incriminating yourself while she's recording. You feel me?
It was the thing that she asked her also, that why are you parking in the front? He was like, why are you parking in the front? She wanted her to park on the side. It's just like, what? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
I don't know.
I'm out.
Yeah, I feel you.
See you guys. Thank you anyway.
All right, B. Lenore. It's nice chatting with you.
Same here. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Peace.
Well, SK, this was crazy. We got to discuss the situation. We got a witness, not a witness, somebody who went to the actual court.
Yeah.
And we just all speculating at this point, you feel me? But something was definitely up. So that's all I'll say about the situation.
Let's say me meeting you, Lemon, and I tell you, well, why you gotta park in the front? Can't you park on the side? You're gonna be like, what the hell? It was crazy. It was crazy. This y'all is just too much. Like all this don't happen. All this don't happen. Like, and the whole thing is, do we have to leave? Or can we stay? I don't know. You know.
Yeah. Well, her instinct should have kicked in, and her instinct should have told her to leave.
Then she lied about the profession of her husband. It's crazy. She said her husband was a detective. Then Fabe said she got the pictures from a detective, or the detective took the picture. But then Kiki said her husband is a street dude. So what?
Look, I wasn't around. I'm speculating with y'all, so
yeah, speculation.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else wants to come up here, hit the link, feel free to do so. If you have any other questions, or so we can wrap this up, feel free to thumbs up the video if you please. Please, we provide you some great entertainment with also some real life interview. Still working on getting the person or persons to my platform. So if you want to contribute in that way, please feel free to hit the Insomnia Fund, $ Sir King Crown. Now let me say this, y'all. I got to be a little bit transparent for a second. Yes, I do read comments, and a lot of times I read the comments. A lot of things are not put like specifically. Like y'all leave things in because you don't want to write out everything that you want. So therefore, when I do see the comment, I read it as if like the way you are writing it to me. So if I respond, please don't take offense to what I'm saying. I'm just reacting to your comment. So like I know a lot of people may be upset with me by the way I'm saying things, like, but don't take an offense because you say things to me and I respond. Whether things you say good or whether you say bad, we have to be adults here, and things have to be a two-way street. If you're allowed to critique me, then I'm allowed to critique your comment. And if I respond in a way that your comment wasn't meant for me, okay, I apologize. But you gotta understand I'm reacting to your comment. So that's the great thing about Avatar Nation is that we can resolve things as adults. I can come at you, you can come at me, we can make up, and we can keep it pushing. So if I offend anybody, I apologize. But once again, we engage in, banter that goes both ways, not just one way. So that's what I wanted to say regarding that.
I agree. I agree with you on that too.
Yeah.
And I hope people hear that because they always say he never apologized or take accountability. Here you are doing it once again, and they'll look past it. So if he offended somebody, he's basically owning up to his mistake and saying that you can critique him, and he's going to critique you. And differences of opinion. That's all it is.
Right. And like I said, a lot of stuff text leads to a lot of misunderstanding. Because a lot of times y'all want to write it, oh, well, you did this, but you responded to somebody in the chat. Y'all don't add the person in the chat that y'all talking to.
Yeah, I like you and B. Lenore exchange because y'all had two different point of views, and neither one of y'all were trying to budge in a situation. That's what make a good debate. It's not about always agreeing. Sometimes good debates come from people feeling strongly about the way they feel, and nobody can change their perspective about the situation. So I liked the exchange y'all had back and forth. I didn't feel like either one of y'all disrespected each other. So that's what most debates should be like. Kind of what y'all had.
I agree. And Khaleesi Drago, I've been seeing you all night put your comments in. And no, Avatar Nation ain't no TSCC. Whether it be anybody, it could be Tracy, it could be whoever. If wrong is wrong, we're going to call it out. And we're going to call out their flaws too. But I don't cape for nobody. I mean, obviously, you can see things are put in place. Okay? Things are put in place. Evidence was deleted. So a lot of people are not privy to what we're speaking on. But I was there. And I saw everything. And things were put into place. Why you gotta lie to meet somebody? Why you gotta lie about your house? Why you gotta lie about who's in your house? Okay? Then you gotta take them to go get some eyebrows done. Then you ask them not to park their car in the front of the building, but on the side. Then you sit up there and handshake the person that comes up and accosts the person you want to date with. Who do that at? You ain't a good catch from the get-go if you sit up there saying, okay, cutie, bye-bye. You're looking nice. To the person, just come up to the table. You'd be insane not to see those connections and those dots. And then I get into an interaction or altercation with the person and you say, do we have to leave? Then you stand me up the night before when I invite you out to outing. I don't know what. I know we nobody over here Avatar Nation. That's why we get the crap that we get because we stand alone. Stand up for everybody.
Most definitely not TSCC. I don't know those people. I heard about what they used to do, but nah, that's not what it is over here at all. It's no cult or none of that cliquish or no offense to y'all if y'all took offense to the cult word, but that's all I hear about that group. Cliquish and cult. So yeah.
Right. So so that's it. I will drop the link one more time. I don't know if I'm doing stereo tonight. I don't know. I think I'm gonna chill out.
You're not gonna do stereo?
I think I'm gonna chill out on the YouTube streets a little bit, see what's going on, and then I may head over there. Like I said, there's tons of an influx of people, so I guess the word is getting out. There's like tons of people I never see. I don't know if it's because of holiday season, but there's tons of people over there. So,
which is a good thing.
We're gonna reach a lot of issues though, and this is no slight to stereo. But you can't. I mean, you can't have I'm not gonna tell them how to do it. I'm not gonna tell them what they say, but it's just not gonna look right if you have a verification process up there and the people up there on that platform don't have those requirements, and you got an audience who's adding to the validity and the credibility and the relevance of your social media application, but they can't partake in the contest that you got going on. You just can't. I'm not telling what they can do, but how many of those people got 10,000 subscribers? How many of
Yeah, I
those?
know. I
Yeah.
I ran into a few people randomly when I you know how you click stereo and it take you to a random chat when you first click on,
Yeah.
and they were hoping to win money and stuff, and I was just looking at their chat and they're following. I'm like, damn, they don't realize that they're a little too late right now because the rules changed drastically right now, so they're not even in a position to even place like the old days. You feel me?
It's not,
I
but
won't
not
say too
even the
much, but
old.
yeah.
I mean, the old days happened. Okay, that's then. That was then. But I'm talking about the new days now. That's not. That's not cool though. Like you got verification requirements. I understand you had to put them in place, but
Yeah.
if you're going to have them in place, then the people who are currently fit within that criteria must at least meet that criteria. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy if you look at it. Not
But
really if anyone meets that criteria, the 10,000. That's kind of crazy.
I look at it like this. They're a place who's trying to grow really fast, you feel me? So they're like, if we get more verified people with bigger followings, we can, grow our app faster than, people with non-verified people who basically have like a smaller following, but yet they're reaping the benefits of the prizes, but we're not seeing the number we want to see. But if we get a certain type of people over here who already got the followings, we
But
can grow our app faster. I
that's not
know it's
going to
not
happen. That's not going to. That's not how. That's not how that works. That's not how that works, though. They're not a serious XM yet. They're not there. You still. I'm sorry to say, you have to still deal with the little people because that's what's getting that subscriber count. That's getting the download rate. I could understand if they were doing it. They got a dude that's over there. 4.1 million. He has 4.1 million, I think, YouTube followers.
wow.
Okay, he's in UK. I think he's a top. He's a top guy.
Okay, I've seen them.
Right, but on the consistent basis, that's not the people driving in the traffic. And I think he only maybe comes once a week or something. It's the people in the day. And what I'm just saying is you can't hold, they can do whatever they want. That's their game, whatever they want. But in that
Right.
essence, you can't sit up there and have a process that people can't get in. And the thing was, if you started out that way, that's cool, but you changed it midway. And on
You
top
did.
of that, those that you have in that area don't even meet the requirements in what you now, specifying.
But I feel like they changed their rules like that because they had a whole bunch of whining ass content creators who they hired over there who started complaining and say they're gonna leave the app
Okay.
because of the YouTubers, and then you had people from YouTube writing them emails saying that there was people over there doing X. Man, they was going through a lot of last
Then
week.
uncheck everybody then. Uncheck everybody, start it over, make it create it some way where everybody just start from scratch and make it fair. Because right now, it don't look that way. You got new people
No, I
coming
don't.
in wondering how the hell do I get verified, this and that, all that. It's crazy to me. You got people grandfathered into a system that don't even make no sense, but you have people that were there that contributed to this in the same way that those who were grandfathered into. It's crazy. The dude, there was a dude, I forget his name. He's always on there. He said he been there since August, and he ain't verified, but he contributed to everything. Now that's messed
Wow.
up. If his account been open since August, and you can see he been contributing, he should be in that process. He should be
Yeah.
verified.
So that means they don't even look at none of the shit you actually do, because if you didn't get hired during the fucking pre-launch party, then you're not even considered as a content creator basically over there.
Yeah, and the thing on top of that is like it seemed like you had to be in the know on how to do certain things. That's how it seemed like, because they don't
Right.
really publicly publish anything. I can't go to their website and there be a link. Oh, apply for this. Oh, this. Oh, that. It just recommends you to go to the app store and download. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's not a lot of transparency, and I'm not bashing it. I'm just speaking 100% facts.
Right.
I mean, people are coming over there because they see a number, but once they see that you can't attain that number, they're gonna bounce. Like I said, they're not there yet where they think they want to be. And you still got to deal with the little people, you know.
Well,
So
let's see in the next month or so, if they cater back towards the little people, or do they continue pleasing the content creators and the verified people over there? Ultimately, if they're making a mistake, they'll change their rules or they'll at least adjust them to make them, a little bit more fair for the average person. Let's say that. So let's see if they listen to the people or they just more so worried about verified people.
Right, because it'll be hard for them to keep bringing in mainstays.
Yeah.
Because them winning 5Gs ain't, I mean, that's nothing for them to keep having to come on daily. So unless you get a rotation of 5 celebrities that come in Monday, one come in Tuesday, one come in Thursday, one come in Wednesday, one come in Friday, then I don't see how you're gonna, sustain. I'm just saying. Because let's talk about Sirius XM. They have a plethora of different hosts, radio shows, right? And those radio shows have different audiences who tune in to hear their host. I don't think there's anybody yet like that, except for maybe you see that 1.1 million guy. Then you have
Is
Jeff.
his conversation even that good, or do he just have a big following that helped him grow fast on
I
the
mean,
minimum?
I'm not
Did he have
knocking
good conversation?
I don't know. It's your geographic, he's a master following, so people like what he has to bring to the table.
Yeah.
I mean, so
Can't hate on him.
Yeah, you can't hate on that. But that's that. So it's interesting.
I mean,
It's good to see something start in its infancy and to see the obstacles that they have to go through, so you can learn from them as well. But yeah.
I most definitely think the people, we played a big influence. And when I say we, I don't want me to put me and you in it, but the audience complaining, the content creators complaining, people leaving crazy comments on their Instagram page. I put them in a situation to where they probably wanted to eliminate a lot of this BS and get people who probably don't bring that kind of negativity to the app.
When you look at the Instagram page, it wasn't really us leaving comments on the Instagram page. It was the people prior. It wasn't us.
Wow.
No, you gotta look at the Instagram page, man. Look at the Instagram page, Lemon. It wasn't us leaving comments. Not at all. It was the people that are verified that were leaving those comments.
And these content creators over there, I won't say nothing, but they was definitely complaining a lot.
They were complaining, but they
were shocked.
No, to be honest, Lemon, I think it was half and half. I mean, I really do feel that way. I don't think, yes, there were complaints. Maybe some of the insinuations were more egregious on our end, but the plethora and the volume of people that were complaining on that end, I think were definitely higher. And they had the ear of the people over there, so that resonates louder than the people over here.
That's true.
At the end of the day, it's kind of sad because it isn't about content. It isn't about content. It's about money. And that's the saddest part about it, because they want to grow. They want to produce great content so it galvanizes users. Because what happens when they take the money away? Let's just talk about
They're gonna really see who's really here for the app or not.
Right.
Once they eliminate the whole fucking leaderboard shit. And it's just a regular app.
It's gonna turn into monetization, I feel, right? You're gonna be able to place ads on the stuff and things like that. But it's just weird. Like, I can't. It's just weird. I don't care. I mean, I care in a way.
Hello?
Can you hear? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
I care in a way and I don't care in a way.
Yeah.
It's just care in a way because it's like, bruh, like we were trendsetters, right? We did something over there that started a trend. So I feel like I want to see it through. But in a way, it was like you switched up the rules of the game. It's just like a split. Yeah, I enjoy the content, I enjoy the platform, but you switched up the games a little bit. You even said that to appease those who were complaining. So
shit, we need more people to start complaining, saying we don't like that the content creators over there is the only ones that can participate or the verified people.
I heard maybe it was a Christmas gift to them, more power to them, but that's just because at the end of the day, we contributed to that. How many great conversations we had? We had conversations dealing with the stuff that happened in the UK. We had stuff dealing with the whole streaming law that was passed. We had the reading that was done. We had a rap battle. we brought a lot of different kind of content that
And
was
I feel like
fun.
the content creator said the same thing to the stereo people. Hey, we brought really great conversations. Y'all hired us. We're not winning and placing no more.
But
Now the
wait,
regular people is.
and I
So
can
I feel
nullify
like
your argument quick. But did they bring the audience? Did they bring the downloads?
they didn't.
No. Right.
They didn't because they were there
Okay.
so long that none of their shit was really putting them on. So where they were linking up with different people to place.
Right.
Again, sometimes we mess things up when it's going easy for ourselves. I can't say who was at fault for the decisions being so drastically changed, but it's unfortunate. But maybe it'll change back. There is hope. You feel me? I've seen the rules switch up. So,
It's tough for them. It's very tough. It's tough for them to. It's a balancing act. It's
but
tough.
with the verified thing, that don't make me feel like the rules gonna change that drastically. It's gonna kind of stay somewhat the same. Because why would they put that there? That was never there before. You know, how to verify
That was
yourself.
one way to immediately make it for
Eliminate
those
a lot
who
of
were in
people.
the beginning. It was one way to immediately make it for those who were complaining, those who were there from the beginning, and to immediately reward those way. It was the most efficient and effective way. If you were there in August and you didn't do what they did and got left out, oh well. But that was one way to clean up the optics of the situation real quick. And they knew that. So, but I mean, it's a business. Props to them. I wonder how long they're going to keep it there. Kimmy,
That's why we got to just wait it out.
I'm going to look into it. I heard that the reason some people may be opposed to that was because of their reward system. Like they got like different things people can purchase, but it's like virtually. So I have to look into that. So I'm speaking facts. So I'll look into that. So that's that. I wish them the best, and I'll continue to support them. But I mean, you just can't do that way. But it is what it is. We'll see. All right. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Thank you guys for being here. Like I said, if you want to contribute to what I'm trying to put in place, but hopefully before the new year, it may happen after New Year. Feel free to contribute to the Insomnia Fund, $ Sir King Crown. I appreciate all you guys' support. Feel free to thumbs up the video, subscribe, share it out, and whatever you want to do. And thank you guys for all your support. Anything you want to say, Lemon, as we close out?
That's pretty much it. I enjoyed this live tonight. I'm not sure if you're gonna go to stereo after you see what's popping in these YouTube streets, but if you go live, just let me know.
Okay, thank you, Kimmy M. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll let you know. I probably won't bother you. We'll see. This is one I wanted to get back to doing a longer live. Also, I know I got a lot of fans out there who like the long lives. My thick tongue and my slow talk and my monotone voice puts them to sleep. So I just want to make sure you at least was able to get at least 4 hours of rest using me. But I just want to get back to doing maybe a longer live. So hopefully you enjoyed this treat. All right, y'all. We about to head out. Kimmy M, thank you for the information. I'll look into it. There was something else. I'm starting stuff on Twitch. So right now I'm trying out Twitch as we speak. So if you are on Twitch, feel free to check us out over there as well. I'm gonna see how that goes too. So definitely check us out on Twitch as well. And I'm gonna move over to maybe Bigo and see how that was. I think I downloaded something else the other day. I wasn't too keen. They had too many minors on that. Well, we'll see.
Whoa, hell no.
No, but I mean that's the way these applications are. They
want to cater to a certain audience because that's who's more engaging with downloading the apps and shit.
Because the older audience somewhat struggles with technology, so they have to. That's where the money is to the apps and the tech and so forth.
Yeah, that's why older artists sales hurt because their audience they're older and they don't buy music like younger people. But that's another conversation.
Oh my God. I'm gonna share this with y'all. This ain't nothing dealing with no beef, so don't get excited. Bitcoin. Hold on. I see nobody took off. I told her that information. She's like probably on the phone looking or speaking with her financial advisor. All right, y'all. So this is where Bitcoin is at now. $27,722.45. It's gained $110 today. So as of 8:28 Mountain Standard Time, it's $110 a gain today. So definitely check it out. Wow. Ooh, Lordy. Let me see. Yeah, so it'll probably hit $28, y'all. So didn't we tell what's her name? Nobody that it was 6,000, that she gained 6,000, that she gained another 1,000. in the mass of a year, not a year, in the mass of a couple of hours. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, Lordy.
Shout outs to Bitcoin. I know you're gonna be watching like a hawk in the sky. You feel me, to
Nah.
see the increase and decrease.
Well,
That's important though. You have to stay on it to know what's going on. I said you have to stay on it to know what's going on.
Yeah, definitely. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. So, but yeah. Alrighty, y'all. That's it. Oh, you here? Well, you gained another 1,000, girl. You did. You gained another 1,000. Are you doing this? Hold on. Are you doing this? Let me see if I can bring it up. Are you doing this dance right here? Not this one.
And yeah,
not this one.
Stop that damn begging.
I'm old begging old.
But maybe this one.
Somebody ought to praise him in here.
Well, nobody. I know you definitely doing that. Just make sure nobody knows about that Bitcoin. All right, y'all. Congratulations to you. Nobody just went up another 1,000. So I think it was at 26. Now it's at 27. It's almost at 28. So it's up another 1,000. Woo, Lordy.
Turn up.
All right, Lemon, everybody, we out. Take care, y'all. Have a good one.
All right, for sure. Peace. I'll see you at the next live.
Yeah, and if I go live on Stereo, I'll let you know. All right,
I'll get a notification if you do end up going live over there. So you ain't got to stay live long. So if you do go, use it for 30 minutes or whatever, 45, and then hop on.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Don't overexhaust yourself. You feel me?
No,
I did your live, and then I did it with Miss Juicy. My phone died. I was done once my phone died. Yeah.
It gets a little bit tiring, but it's okay. A is okay. A is okay. So
yeah. Just see what's happening. If you do go live, I'll be there.
Okay, definitely I will.
All right, for sure. Peace.
Okay, peace. Take care.
You too.
Thanks. So it says, you think because Trump didn't sign the bill? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they know that, just what is it? The economy is going to be stimulated with $10,000. Well, not $10,000. What I'm talking about. $2,000. So we'll see. All right, y'all. We're about to head out. Here we go. Thank you for y'all support. Take care.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'll be on the YouTube streets.
boys and girls.
Bye, y'all.
This is Avatar Nation. Blue on the money like an avatar. I'm eating at the beat like it was at the cellar bar. Why so deep? Numbers looking like a seminar. I'm type unique. That this is not regular. Cool. Okay. I'm like a dog when they come to that kitty. Say up on my game and say up on my ditty. Didn't I have a lot, but I turned it to plenty. Okay. I hop on the live. Now I'm with the nation. I stay hella fly like I'm on vacation. I rock for the tribe. I work for the take. It's all of that comfort down in my dreams. Gotta get paid like I'm Macaulay Green. Shout out to Lemon and shout out to King.